By the way. by the way.
Well, I mean, it happens to be 11 Eastern. Good morning, everybody that's coming in. Y'all see the title. Y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all know exactly what we talk about today. The Los Angeles Clippers picked up another big name. Mm-hmm. But is he going to get back to his ways? And is he going to help them win? Fellas, how are you feeling about this? And before we get into this, yo, chat, we got a guest in the house. My man, Verb. Let the people know where you from, where they can find you at, and what you do best.
Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? I appreciate y'all having me, first off. I'm 1/3 of Game Point, the podcast. You can find us on all handles, Game Point, the pod. I'm from North Carolina. Right now, I stay in the DMV area. I played basketball, football, ran track, and I went to North Carolina A&T.
Okay.
Yo, Verb, you seen the wood, right?
Yeah. I look like who? Mike?
You just sounded like Mike.
Oh, come from North Carolina.
My name is Mike. I'm from North Carolina.
I'm from North Carolina. Hell yeah, that's
yes, sir.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and get into it, fellas. How are we feeling about Bradley Beal in Los Angeles?
Well, the Clippers always keep it interesting. I mean, Steve Ballmer know how to make money. He know how to put names on the moniker. Now, is the show going to be as good as advertised? We'll find out about that. And I also think it's interesting. Me and Ox just had a conversation about this not too long ago. It's interesting now that Bradley Beal gets on the Clippers. You know, the Clippers are a super team, and the Clippers are awesome. Meanwhile, when Bradley Beal was in Phoenix, he sucked. Bradley Beal wasn't very good. Bradley Beal was just another player. Now he get with Kawhi Leonard, he get with James Harden, and all of a sudden, they're now a viable team. Don't get me wrong, Ron. I think that he fits in with what they're doing because I think him and Devin Booker basically did the same thing, and they were kind of stepping on each other. I think with playing with James Harden, playing off James Harden, you had a better playmaker, better distributor. So I think he's going to get a lot more wide open shots. I think he's going to be better in transition. I don't think we give Bradley Beal enough credit for the athlete that he is, and I think that he'll be able to play better off James Harden. But this has been, is, and will always be about one thing with the Clippers. One, the health of Kawhi Leonard, and can James Harden perform in the playoffs? That's it. So whoever you guys get, that's an afterthought. What's going to happen in the postseason? So we're going to find out.
I think the Spurs. I think not the Spurs. I'm sorry. I think the Suns would have been much better if it was. This is no knock to any of them, but just style of play type situation. I think it was Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and James Harden, or if it was Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and James Harden. Mm-hmm. I think it changes a lot of what happens, especially if Bradley Beal is healthier or Kevin Durant's healthier, Devin Booker's healthier. I think that had a lot to do with the Suns situation, similar to what happened with the Nets. You know what I'm saying? I think we all talk about the Nets was a failure, but if James Harden doesn't tear his quad and Kyrie doesn't get hurt, I think that looks a whole lot better as well. So I think a lot of times we see a team go through a lot of injuries, and we just say, "Oh, that wasn't going to work. It was never going to work." Like it was just terrible roster construction. I think the Suns had both situations. They didn't really have a guy that was a great distributor like James Harden is, and they were dealing with a lot of injury. Plus, when Bradley Beal's making, Mars, to your point, when Bradley Beal's making $70 million as opposed to making $5.5 million, we look at it a little different. He's taking up a lot of money. I think this, and not only did the Clippers get Bradley Beal, they also got John Collins. I think the Clippers made some good moves this offseason. So and Kawhi Leonard's health is going to be, obviously, is paramount. You know what I'm saying? But to y'all know how I feel about it, man. Yo, play 15 games, Kawhi. I don't give a damn. Let's he could play 5, Verb. He can play 5.
And do what?
Hey, cool. I don't give a damn what he do. Swipe it.
Play 5 and what? What were you saying? That like he's gonna be the best in the playoffs? Is what you saying?
Play 5, and let's get you to game 1.
He was healthy this last year.
For sure.
I know, and he played amazing. He
didn't play amazing at all, actually.
All right,
he played bad.
I'm not
disappeared in another game 7, but let's not bring that up about Kawhi again. Another game 7. I mean, that's fact. That's literally what happened.
I'm not arguing with you about that. That's fine. Whatever you say, I don't care.
Whatever I say.
whatever.
You can't keep standing on Kawhi Leonard as being this guy if he ain't gonna show up.
You're not gonna get me to argue with you. I don't care how you feel about Kawhi Leonard.
So no matter what actually happens, whatever you say, that's what goes.
It's not whatever happens. It's that I just don't care how you feel about it.
You don't care. So wait. So if a dude hold on. If a dude you love doesn't show up in the biggest game that you keep touting, there's no criticism.
What I'm saying, you can criticize him. I'm not trying to
stop. I'm saying from you.
I don't give a. We've already talked about this, right? But why are we going back over these?
Well, because you said if you get to it, then like you're stamping your mark again.
I'm not. You're not gonna Jason Tatum chill me, okay? I don't care how you feel about Kawhi Leonard.
There is no Jason Tatum here. I know for damn sure Jason Tatum wouldn't do that. I know he wouldn't do that. Tell you that much.
That's fine. Jason Tatum's better than Kawhi Leonard. Okay, that's cool.
Not to you.
But see, I'm not the basketball
not to me
law. I'm not the thank you, Verb.
I'm big on Kawhi, man.
I'm not the basketball law. I'm not the god of basketball. Okay. What I'm saying is I don't care how many games Kawhi Leonard plays. I think the Clippers got better. I want to see what happens in the playoffs.
I agree.
I'm about to say they replaced Norman Powell with
Bradley Beal, John Collins.
I'm about to say with Bradley Beal, and then you had John Collins, and you had Brook Lopez. So they beat a team to beat Denver.
They do got Brook Lopez.
They took them to 7, and they built a team to beat Denver.
I would.
Chill. It's up, chill.
What? Can you repeat that?
Swiper, you gonna have to eat your words. Both.
Which part? No, hold on. I think the 4 best teams in the playoffs come NBA time are in the Western Conference. So
I'm with that. What you got?
I think the 4 best teams in the playoffs are in the West. I think Cleveland is worse than all those teams. No, there's no movie. No, I do want to be clear.
The Clippers are better than the Cavs.
Yes. Now I do. Now I want to be clear. I want to be clear. I just wanted to say that to Ox. I'm with you that they're better. I was just saying that the way you talking about Kawhi, like we did just see him healthy, but I'm on your side still because I still think the Clippers are good.
I feel you, but I just want to be very clear that I'm not having Kawhi Leonard legacy talks, bro. That's not what this is about for me.
Well, that was yesterday. I wasn't here yesterday. I was just starting last year.
What did Bradley Beal jump on this Clipper team for? Why did he get on this crew?
I think
all the crews in the league, why did he get on this crew in particular?
Because there was a better situation than the Phoenix Suns.
I think the Clippers are trying to load up on like players that can play with James Harden just in case Kawhi has to miss a substantial amount of time.
You mean when he does, not just in case. You mean when?
Okay, I think Norman Powell Norman Powell did a really good job of supplying some half-court offense as a shooter and off-ball player when Kawhi Leonard was down. So now you get John Collins, who works really well inside the arc, and Bradley Beal, who a lot of people say is not a good player anymore, is still a really good jump shooter, plays off the ball really well, and can attack closeouts and 1 to 2 dribble pull-ups. We've done this multiple times with players where the contract kind of judges their game. We've done it with Zach LaVine. We just did it with Bradley Beal. We're about to do it with Paul George. These guys are still good players. Their contract just doesn't match the output, but I still think they're good players. And now that his contract is adjusted and he's making less money for the Clippers, I think people can look at him for what he actually is. I think he maybe actually averaged about 16 points this year on maybe 60% true shooting, just playing in the mid-range and playing beyond the arc and being able to be like a pick and roll player on the far side of the court. So I think Bradley Beal and John Collins supplement some offense if Kawhi Leonard has to miss substantial time. And then you can be really versatile with the lineups you put out there. You can go 5 out and have Brook Lopez, John Collins, Kawhi, Bradley Beal, and James Harden. I mean, how would you stop a spread pick and roll if there's nobody you can help off of from 3? So I think you could be very versatile with what you're doing with the Clippers.
Yo, Verb. So how you feeling about the Clippers altogether? You said you're a Kawhi guy.
Yeah, I'm a big Kawhi guy.
You feel?
You know what I'm saying? So
and wait, before we get into that, like elaborate on that. You a big Kawhi guy. What is?
I feel like when he's fully healthy, which I know it's impossible to say when he's fully healthy because he never is, but last year he was. I feel like he's a top 5 player healthy because he plays both sides of the ball. He does everything. I know he does sometimes, not like you said, he doesn't show up sometimes, but I feel like that's why they brought Bradley Beal in, and that's why they have James Harden. Y'all said James Harden doesn't show up all the time, but I feel like Bradley Beal can get back to his old ways scoring the basketball. You got James Harden to assist the ball and everything like that. I just feel like they can get it done, bro. And then, like I said, you added the bigs. You just took Denver to 7, lost in game 7. So if you add those bigs where you can guard Jokic, even though they added some bigs as well, I feel like it's just an upgrade. They got better. And I'm the best 4 teams is the Rockets, the Clippers, who else I got? The Rockets, the Clippers,
Houston.
OKC, and Houston. I mean, yeah, that's the four right there. Yeah.
Moss, do you remember?
You said Rockets and Houston.
Okay.
What's the
so OKC, Rockets, Denver, and then it'll be the Clippers in that order.
Moss, do you remember a theory that you gave us? This was probably about 6 months ago. The theory that you gave us on Kawhi Leonard, and it was real interesting. The theory that you gave us, and the thing that I was concerned with the most was exactly that. Like when the playoffs started, it gets more intense. The games aren't as spread out. We get to play more on top of each other. I mean, he wasn't bad in the playoffs. I'm not going to argue that at all. But we saw what would happen if, we were able to get Kawhi Leonard in the playoffs healthy. Okay, we did see that. And we also saw the year before that, I think we got, I want to say in the 23-24 season, we got 68 games out of him. We did. But he broke down in the playoffs. He broke down in the playoffs. Okay, so now what we did is we flipped it, and we got 37 games from him, and then we got to the playoffs, and
he was healthy.
He was 100% healthy, but we still weren't able to get it done, unfortunately. So
also the best player in the league.
Okay, 100%.
Yeah, but don't let Swiper convince you of that bullshit he just tried to spit that Kawhi Leonard didn't play good in the playoffs.
No, he did.
He did. On top of that, what's it to y'all how many games Kawhi Leonard plays in the regular season?
It's everything. The reason why. Let me tell you why.
What does it matter to y'all how many games he plays in the? It's like y'all taking like it's a personal insult or some shit.
Who's y'all?
Everybody that got something to say about it, swiping out the shoe fits, you better put it on your raggedy ass feet. Now look, why do y'all care so much? The clip
because
don't put your foot on the don't put the way in the camera.
That's why
I just got a pedicure yesterday, Swipe. I have to play.
But
now you got corns on your feet though. We don't need to see that, bro.
Like you were saying,
but chill.
I'm saying y'all take it like some personal insult or something. Like how dare you not?
But
play?
Chill, wasn't I arguing with you the year before when Kawhi played 68 that he was better than him?
I think regular season matters. I think roster construction matters. I think teams do what they got to do to have the best chance they have in the playoffs, whatever they do. So I think the Clippers constructed a team to where their best player, who is actually hurt all the time, really seriously injured, hurt, and is trying to stay healthy, he just can't because that's the way his body is set up now.
Sure.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, why do y'all take it as such a personal insult? Like y'all the ones paying this nigga his contract or something.
Okay, who is he addressing?
Keep going. Keep going.
Your big head ass.
How you addressing me?
I'm talking to Chill. I'm talking to every Kawhi hater in the world. I'm talking to
Blaylock.
I'm talking to Dookie Blaylocks. I'm talking to everybody in the chat that got something sick to say. He's trying to play as long as he can, and y'all are mad. Like, what y'all mad for?
Who? Hey, can you silence Nostradamus up here who's just yapping with his crusty munions on his feet? Chill.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Did we not have a whole argument
2 years ago
when I was arguing Kawhi Leonard better than Jason Tatum in 23-24? Did that not happen?
Like it got heated, in fact.
So
like
it did. In the last two, y'all need to know this, and we have a guest here. In the last 2 years, Children called me basically an SOB, and he done swung on me in real life over the Jason Tatum stuff.
I'm swinging on the dude in the corner. Wait till I see him.
This has happened twice.
In the corner. Wait till I see him.
So I'm saying that like Kawhi is legit.
Not him. Nope, not him. The other one in the corner.
Did he connect?
John D ain't do nothing.
John D, he stay out the fray. The Clippers deserve to. I legitimately think the Clippers, they have an argument where they can beat anybody in a playoff series. I think they're going to be really good this regular season. When Kawhi sits down, I think they're going to be able to play like some actual NBA lineups. Harden will be there. Zubac will be there. Bradley Beal, I think for the most part, has played in his career. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but like I believe he has. And then on top of that, you're going to have John Collins, who likes to play games a lot as well. You got Bogey on the bench. You still got Chris Dunn, my GOAT, one of the best, maybe the best POA defender in the league. You have a lot. And they got Brook Lopez coming off the bench, who Ron thinks is just as good as Al Horford. So I'm saying that, like, if you add all that stuff up together, man, that's going to be a really good regular season team. And I think that team's going to be pushing, John D, They're healthy, 52, 53 games, maybe.
The biggest problem that I have with Ox is
See,
the way that Ox talks about Kawhi Leonard. That's the problem that I have with you.
Yep.
You, Ox,
so now y'all on y'all pin shit. So
it's not.
I hate him because I hyped him up.
What's wrong with how you talk about him though? What's
Okay,
like explain that to me.
Because it's not matching what he's doing. That's
It's
the
not.
problem. That's
the
the
playoffs.
problem. He's talking about him like he's still 2019, 2020 Kawhi Leonard. 2020.
He was. In 2020, he got beat too, and I don't bring it up.
But that's how he's still talking about.
Yes, you do. 2020. It's 2025.
Okay, Ox, you
I do not do that. I always say that he's not that same blue.
That a couple of
Did I not just say that
ago,
last week?
a couple of months ago, you said to me, I vividly remember you saying to me a couple of months ago, Chill, you lucky. You worried about him getting healthy because if my man was ready, all of you dudes in the playoffs would have a problem. Okay, but he's not, and he hasn't been. So because he hasn't been, please stop talking about him like that. That's why you keep talking about him.
He was just healthy, and he just
what happened.
He lost to the best team in the league.
I think he had one really extremely good game in that series.
Really good.
He just gave the Nuggets hell.
The problem is that you talk about him like he's still that dude, Ox. He's not.
I mean, he looked like that dude in that series, though.
If it wasn't for Aaron,
not the one Ox is talking about. Not the one Ox is talking about, Ron.
You two. Look, and it didn't happen.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
No, I'm gonna do this. I do this. I'll point it to it every phalange I got. Okay, look, Chill. If it wasn't for Aaron Gordon, which
talk about it.
I'm not, and I don't want to say. I know I
talk
just
about
said it, but as you know, I hate to do that, but it's like y'all act like Kawhi didn't just give them hell. Of course, Zubac played great. James Harden had some really good games, but y'all not gonna sit up here and try to pretend. You can't rewrite history like Kawhi Leonard just didn't have a really, really good playoff run.
He didn't.
And it's the first time in a long time.
It wasn't 19. And once again,
that's how you still talk about him.
No, it's not.
That's how you still talk about him.
No, it's
when
not.
You talk to me.
No, it's not.
I
said, rewind the tape. I specifically said Kawhi Leonard is never going to be 19 Kawhi again. I said he is never going to be 21 Kawhi again. I said he is never going to be 17 Kawhi again. I said that multiple times. Y'all both heard me say that. So stop saying that I'm talking about him like he's still prime Kawhi.
You talk about him like you talk about he's one of the three best players in the sport in the playoffs. And he did not do that though. Ox is what I'm telling you.
Right, to you don't think
people,
think he's right.
To eyes.
Fuck people.
Let me say this.
I'm talking about. I think Kawhi Leonard played great.
Look, I feel like he can be the 2019 player again. This is the first time in a long time we've seen him.
What we're talking about.
Hold on. But
I didn't say that.
I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm listening.
I'm gonna tell you why.
I heard Ox say that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Both of y'all together.
We haven't seen him in the.
Ron, put us together and put
we
that
haven't
together.
seen him in the season.
Yeah.
And then play the playoffs full and be in the season fully healthy going into the next season. So he's fully healthy. So he got to be able to play way more than the amount of games he usually plays. So this is gonna be the first time we've seen him like he's completely healthy. So I think he can get back. He might not be that elite guy, especially on the defensive end, but he can be close to it, bro. Like right there.
So he
I'm
came.
Just trying to figure out what more did we want from Kawhi? He gave me 25,
one of James Harden not to sell.
8 rebounds, 5 assists, and he shot it on 50-40.
But Ron, can we talk about we actually watched the series though, my bro? No, we watched the series though.
He balled out.
He played better than Jokic. He played better than Jokic.
That's what I'm saying. That's where the narratives go. That's what I'm saying. Kawhi Leonard in that same. No, that is.
Jokic is the best player, right?
One person held to a completely different standard than the other. One person held to a completely different standard than the other. Even you saying that. Cool. Kawhi Leonard had one game where he was truly dominant in the entire series. And on top of that,
that's not fair.
No, Ron, look at this log. We watched those games. We all watched them together.
No,
what do you mean it's not fair to say?
It's true, Ron. It's true. He only had one very dominant game. The other games,
game 2.
He had one dominant game. He had one lackluster game, and he had 5 really good games.
Yeah, he was good. I think the difference is to Verb's point. Verb thinks that he could get back to that because this is the first time that we've seen him in this postseason. I'm sorry, after the season is over, this is the first time we've seen him going into the season healthy. Well, here's the problem with that, Verb. He's never going to be that. Never going to be healthy. That's the problem. That's why the Clippers are managing him the way that they manage them. They did this. We tried to do this in the 23-24 season when he played 68 games. He ends up breaking down in the playoffs. Well, they tried to do it last year where they spread the games out and they started to ramp him up January. I mean, they got him back in the lineup in January, and it started to ramp up around March, right around when the playoffs started. And you saw what happened. He was still good in the playoffs, but from like what you just talked about, 19 Kawhi Leonard, that dude is gone. That dude is not coming back, right? Can he still be viable? Okay, I think he can be with the right amount of pieces around him. And a guy like Bradley Beal, I think Bradley Beal can help because I think he fits with what this unit is. But I think that we have to get away from what Kawhi Leonard used to be. We got to get away from that because he's not that anymore. If we're going to add pieces like Bradley Beal, because if we're being honest, I think, and Mars, you're the numbers guy. You remember this better than me. If I remember correctly, in 23-24, Bradley Beal averaged 19 a game or 18 a game in 53 games. Last year, he averaged 18 a game on almost 50% from the floor. So if I got a dude running with me like that can knock down open shots when I don't even have an elite playmaker like James Harden. Now, I got a guy like James Harden. I'm making Kawhi Leonard's life a lot less difficult. But you understand why Bradley Beal got on this crew. Bradley Beal did not get on this crew for bread. Bradley Beal did not get on this crew because it's Los Angeles and the bright lights. Bradley Beal got on this crew because he's trying to win. And the problem that we've had with the Clippers has been two things: James Harden performing in the playoffs and Kawhi Leonard's health. That's what this is going to be about in the end.
Well, chill. And to bad luck because they're the Clippers. But Morris, hello. I would like to drag you into the conversation, and I want to ask first: are the Clippers championship contenders in your eyes? And then second, I know you share a little bit of interest on the other side of where Bradley Beal comes from. So I would like to know, what does this mean for the Suns? But are the Clippers championship contenders?
Yes.
Based on what, Miles? I mean, if you look at the landscape of the Western Conference, when you think about a championship contender, a team that can contend for the championship as opposed to a team that can win it, do you think that that's what they are?
Yes.
Based on what? Just the fact that they got Bradley Beal?
Based on the fact that I think they were contenders last year. Well, a month ago when the playoffs were still happening. I think they were contenders then. I think Bradley Beal is good. I think John Collins is good. I think James Harden is good. I think Kawhi is good. I think Zoo is good. I think Ty Lue is a good coach. It's
Did
a
they just
recipe
get a
for a
bad
good
draw?
team.
Did you think they just got a bad draw?
Yeah, I think Denver's a tough opponent. Denver was another team that, although I didn't think they were going into the playoffs, watching them in the playoffs, that was another team that was a championship contender. They ultimately played against another contender in the first round. If they would have played against Memphis or Houston or the Warriors, whoever, the Lakers, they could have been in the second round. They could have been in the conference finals, depending on the matchup. So I think they were relatively close last year. Bradley Beal, I think, helps them. I think Bradley Beal is better than Norman Powell. I think Bradley Beal for $5.5 million is going to be a steal. I think John Collins is a huge addition. I think Brook Lopez is good for the role that they're going to have him in. I just think they're a really good team. Yeah, I think they're a really good team. I'd probably have them as the fourth best team in the West, probably. But I could see them beating. You're muted, or I can't hear you. I don't know.
Regular season wise, or come playoff time?
Regular season, I think they'd be even below fourth. Regular season, I think they'll just be in the top six somewhere. Just trying to get to the playoffs healthy. But postseason, I think they're a top four team in the West. I'd lean towards fourth, but I can see them being better than a team like the Rockets, depending on how the Rockets look next year. But yeah, I think there's four, in my opinion. Depends on how Dallas look when Kyrie's healthy. There's four, maybe five contenders in the West. The Clippers are one of them.
That's what I'm still stuck on. Like I'm just really high on like a fully healthy Dallas Mavericks team, but I definitely do see where seeing where like the Clippers being contenders could come from, especially like the way the Nuggets played the Clippers in the playoffs, being able to help off Chris Dunn, being able to help off Chris Jones and Derek Jones Jr. and like forcing Kawhi to make very uncomfortable skip passes. But now it's like you keep a shooter that could be like one pass away and make it much easier and make the defenses like second guess if they want to trap Kawhi in different situations, or playing James Harden in the pick and roll and him being able to get into the teeth of the defense and make skip passes, lob passes, pocket passes, things of that nature. So I think their offense is going to be really good
today. Like if the season started today, on paper, are they better than Minnesota?
on paper. Yeah,
Are they better
but
than the Warriors?
I think it's close. You said Golden State.
Are they better than the Warriors?
Yeah.
So Oklahoma City, Houston, Denver. So they're better than Minnesota. They're better than the Warriors. Are they better than Memphis?
Minnesota will be better in the regular season. I think.
You think Minnesota? I think will be better in the regular season.
I think Minnesota will be better than the regular season too. But come playoff time, in terms of a matchup, if they had to see Minnesota in round 1, how do you like that matchup?
I like the Clippers.
Yeah, I like the Clippers as well. I still don't know what the Timberwolves are doing at their point guard spot. I don't know how they're gonna address that.
Rob Gillingham doesn't look bad he doesn't look bad in the summer league. He actually looks good. He's just small, man. He looks like he can get pushed around. I think that's my biggest problem with him. Now as far and I know how you feel, Swiper, about Chris Dunn. I think Chris Dunn is better on the ball than he is off the ball. I think because he played the point guard in Chicago.
He's great at both.
He played the point guard in Chicago. He played the point guard in Utah. I think he plays better on the ball than he does
he's
off
an A+ on and then an A- off. Yeah. Two baddies can walk into the club at the same time, chill. You know what I mean? One of your metaphors.
That's a fact. That is a fact. Yes. Two baddies can do that. Yep. I'm not going to
leave it with me. But all right, y'all. The Phoenix Suns paid $97 million to let Bradley Beal go, and it actually did him a couple favors. So this is what happens with the Suns getting off Bradley Beal. 1, they get under the second apron. 2, they actually get under the first apron. 3, they're under the luxury tax. They've also saved $176 million in tax penalties. And then, so now they have about $210 million that they've saved this season by letting Bradley Beal go. Now they have trading and spending restrictions unlocked. And by waiving and stretching Bradley Beal, they're just financially in a much better situation. But Morris, as a team, are they better without Bradley Beal? You know, sometimes less is more.
Well, not if he's not being replaced with anything, no. Because then you just lost Bradley Beal. You don't get him. So, but having the flexibility to improve without Bradley Beal, yes, I think they're in a better position. I don't know how much their rookies are going to contribute this year. I don't even know what the aim is. I don't know if they're trying to. I don't know what they're trying to do, but they're in a better position, I think. I know some people are concerned because they're going to be paying Bradley Beal for 5 years, but I think that's better than the position they were in before. But yeah, I think who's even available in free agency at this point? Ben Simmons.
Chris Paul, Al Horford's still there. Matter of fact, let me just pull it up for you, Mars, my friend.
Well, Chris Paul and Al Horford aren't going to Phoenix, so that's
remaining free agents that are available.
Bradley Beal ate $13 million. God.
What do you expect out of the Suns anyways, though?
That ain't no little bit of money, man. That ain't no little bit of money, yo. He ate $13 million.
Hey,
Delano Banton.
Chill, you know, a divorce, you always gonna have to give up something in a divorce. Yeah. Whether it's a nasty divorce or a clean divorce. This
wasn't nasty. This looks like this was pretty amicable. Like you take what you came with, I'll take what I came with. You take that and you just go. And this was a disaster, if we're being honest with you, what happened in Phoenix. If we're being honest, this was a complete disaster. What this whole thing was put together to do, especially considering what they gave up. I mean, they were put together to win, only except it didn't happen that way. It was this thing was a complete and utter failure.
One of the Nuggets fans pointed out that ever since Matt Ishbia took the ball from Jokic in Game 4, they haven't won a playoff game, and their franchise has gone down the drain. So, really, literally, ever since that moment, they have kind of been.
Well, they're 0-6.
Yeah, and then they got getting dominated like embarrassingly. So you know what I mean. Like that Wolves series was pretty embarrassing. The last 2 Nuggets games were pretty embarrassing.
Getting blown out in Game 7 on your home floor against Dallas. Getting blown out.
That was 2022.
That was a long time ago now. Yeah, that was 22. But I think they're in a better spot. I don't know if their team's going to be better this year than it was last year. I don't know about that. It depends what their new coach is going to implement. It depends how good Devin Booker is going to be. It depends what you get from Jalen Green. It depends how healthy Mark Williams is. It depends how ready Kaman Malowach is, Rasheed Fleming, Kobe Bryant. They're intriguing. And they aren't in financial health. So they're in a better spot, but I don't know how good they'll be.
Yeah, y'all. And to put things into perspective, hindsight in the NBA is just crazy when you look at things like this. This is what the Suns gave up for Bradley Beal. A 2024 second, a 2025 second, a 2026 first round swap, 26 second, 27 second, a 2028 first round swap, 2030 first round swap, and a 2030 second.
If you think about those picks, though, Ron, like for example, in 2026, is that first, like next year's draft is supposed to be a really good draft. So wherever Phoenix is, because I mean they don't have any draft picks, do they? Because they gave up all their damn draft picks.
I don't think they have their draft pick.
Yes. So with that being said,
who's the swap with? Or do they not have the swap?
Let me see.
Do the Nets have that pick or Houston?
Pretty sure it's Houston, right?
I think 2026. Washington will receive more favorable of the 2026 first round pick, protected 9 through 30. Phoenix's 2026 first round pick.
Right.
I may be on because I'm on FanSpot right now. Let me look at something else.
So you figure with the whoever they got in 25 with that second round pick. All right, is that guy in round 2 that they got in this draft? Is he going to be better than what Bradley Beal is today?
I don't think so, but the guy they got was
Fleming's,
like a top 20 prospect though. He just slipped
That's
to the
Fleming's,
second
right?
round.
Rasheed
Fleming.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to supplement what Bradley Beal brought in, but I think they did a great job in the draft. Like their rookies may not be able to contribute from day one, but by all bias aside, I think they did a really good job in the draft.
Right. So if you look at what Phoenix gave up, like that 2030 pick, I mean, it might turn into a lottery pick. We don't know, but Mark Williams and Maluach, these guys may turn into better players. Ryan Dunn is still there, and Ryan Dunn is one of the more favorable guys that they have. They still got to show up the point guard spot. Is Phoenix going to be garbage, or is Phoenix going to be competitive? Is the $1 million question
I think they're going to be garbage
in the Western Conference.
Yeah, the West is tough. I have a hard time seeing them getting the play in. But I think, and that's just because the West is crazy. Like, if they're not better than Denver, Dallas, Minnesota, Golden State, OKC, Lakers, Clippers, San Antonio, Houston, like goddamn, like that's damn near half the conference. Like the only teams I know they're going to be better than are like Utah. Like even New Orleans, if everything goes right in New Orleans, maybe New Orleans is a better team. Like
they can finish at the bottom of the Western Conference this year, is what you're saying.
They could, yes.
I got the Trailblazers making the playoffs, and I'm on record saying I think that this season, I think we could have a 45, 46 win team not make the playoffs. I think that could happen in the Western Conference this year. I think that's how good the Western Conference is going to be.
Sure, you think the Blazers are better than the Suns?
Yes, I do.
Well,
I agree with that too.
There's only one team in the West I know isn't trying to win, and that's
yes.
Every other team is trying to win something.
Well, chill. Just to context though, the teams in front of the Blazers would be the Mavericks, Kings, Grizzlies, Warriors, Wolves, Clippers, Nuggets, Lakers, Rockets, Thunders. So basically, that you would need if they're making the playoffs. Do you think the Kings and the Grizzlies?
Those are the two teams right there, Swiper. I think that they jumped them this season. I think the
Grizzlies
and Sacramento. I think that Portland. I think Portland finishes anywhere between 7 and 9, and I think they play their way into the playoffs this season. I mean, I think it's going to be largely due to their defense. I think Klingon takes a major step this season as a defensive player. I think this kid Kamara, I think he's going to be even better as a defender this year. And you guys have been really critical of me when I talk about Scoot. I think this is the year that Scoot shows you that he could be a viable lead guard on a team.
Where are they getting their offense from?
So what 7 teams do you think missed the playoffs?
So, as of right now, so last year, let's see, Memphis and Sacramento. I think one of them two teams is who.
So San Antonio are going to miss the playoffs again for Portland.
Well, I mean, I think that because again, Portland's only one team, so it's another team in there too. So I mean, San Antonio could be that other team, but I think that I'd
assumed you would have said Dallas would be that other team because Dallas missed it last year.
No, I think that Dallas is going to make the playoffs this year. I think that Dallas is going to.
So Dallas are going to make it. Denver are going to make it.
Right.
Houston are going to make it.
So let me look at this.
The Clippers are going to make it.
Oklahoma City,
the Lakers.
Houston. So Oklahoma City, Houston. This is last year's standings.
Yes.
Oklahoma, Houston, the Lakers, Denver, Clippers, Minnesota, Golden State. Those are that's 7, or is that 7?
That's 7. That's 7.
Okay.
Memphis is
8.
8.
Memphis is 8. Sacramento is 9, and Dallas is 10. Dallas is going to move up, right?
Okay.
Dallas is going to move up. San Antonio is going to move up, and I think that the Trailblazers are going to move up. And I think
that means you've got 9 teams.
Right. I got that means one of them is out. And I think that either Memphis, I think that either Memphis or not Memphis, I'm sorry.
Sacramento?
One of them two
Sacramento's
teams
not in it. Sacramento's not in the picture.
We're already assuming those two are gone to make way for San Antonio and Dallas.
One of these
so you need another team to be gone. So Golden State, is that the team?
I wouldn't be surprised if Golden State missed the playoffs this year. I would not be surprised. I'm not saying that they're going to, but I would not be surprised if Golden State missed the playoffs this year.
It's hard. It's hard to make the playoffs in this West. It's hard to make the playoffs.
It's, like I said, I think, and it sounds ridiculous, Ron. I think we're going to have a 45, 46 win team this year miss the playoffs. I think that's going to happen.
Yeah, but Golden State's not going to be a 45, 46 win team.
What are they going to be?
What do you think
they're going to be? They're going to be significantly, but they're going to be 42.
What you think?
Well, you think they're 49 wins?
Steph, I'm not disrespecting you up here. That's
I'm not.
In order for all of these teams in the West to win 50 games, you guys even must think the East is gonna suck. Or these teams like the East is gonna be bad. 8 50-win teams. I'm just letting you like logistically, you can't have the Warriors are gonna win 50, the Rockets, the Nuggets, the Lakers, the Thunder. They can't all win 50 games. They can't because they're playing each other.
The Warriors at DraftKings are what? No, that's insane. The Warriors at DraftKings are at 51.5.
Damn,
hey,
I don't know about that.
Y'all know who's over there?
So just for context,
they look really good post Jimmy trade. So like,
for sure.
And
Portland, chill. Just for context for you, Portland's at 29.5 on DraftKings. So
much better than that.
That's DraftKings.
Portland not making the playoffs, man. I understand what you're saying, but they're not.
Well, he was right, and I don't get chill credit. He was right about Houston and about context in the West. I'll take Houston out, but I'll say he was right about
Drew Holiday.
This is
Drew Holiday and what's his name? What's Turbo's name?
I wouldn't bet on Portland making the playoffs, but they can.
I just wonder where their offense is going to come from.
The defense they showed the second half of the year is intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think you're banking on a lot in terms of like a Shaden Sharp jump, a Scoot jump.
Scoot has to jump, bro.
I wouldn't put the money on it, but I could see the avenue for them making the playoffs.
Well, if he does what he did for that month, the whole year.
If they're in the playoffs, Denny probably has a chance of being an all-star.
Well, see, the thing is, I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about their style of play. Scoot, Tamari.
Man, but all these defenses in the West are good, chill.
Yeah, but I think that the Trailblazer defense is going to be better. I mean, this team is like with Klingon. I mean, I heard you guys tell me that
he's real deal.
He's the real deal. With him being the real deal, I don't know how many wing defenders are better than Kamara.
In the West, there's a couple.
Yes.
There's a couple.
Not many.
Right,
there's a couple.
So then you
go J-Dub, a man.
Yeah.
Well, Dort's a wing.
Jada McDaniels, maybe Lou Dort.
Alex Caruso.
Those guys are on one team.
We're calling Caruso wings.
Yeah, I'm 2 through 4 is a wing.
But those guys are on one team.
Well, okay, so you got like 4 of them, I guess.
Yeah.
But then like in the rest of the West, you got maybe like another 4. So he's
yeah. 10. I mean the Clippers. I think the Denver has a couple, but I think the Wolves have a couple. The Warriors obviously do. Jimmy and
the Wolves have a couple.
Yeah, I think Jaden McDaniels and Ant. They're 2 through 4.
Ant is not better than Tamani.
Well, I'm just naming.
I don't think he's better than him, but
whoa. You have to believe he's better than him. You said he was the best.
Ant is not better than Tamani on defense.
I think he's one of the better wings.
Oh, and by the way, people are doing this already. Let me just be real clear. So I think among these teams, I think the Thunder, obviously an elite defense, the Rockets, elite defense, the Lakers, not a great defense. I would not be surprised if the Nuggets get closer to 24 than they did last year. 24, they had number 8 defense in the sport. I could see them being a top 12 again this year because they might have to.
I can see them being a top 12 defense in the West. I can see that.
No. I'm not doing this with Mars because he's going to start getting nasty. I'm going to start going numbers on him, but I'm not going to do that right now.
I can see them being a top 12
I'm
done
because they already proved to be a top 6 defense before, so I'm not doing this. I'm saying maybe. I said maybe.
No, but what's my regular season?
I am talking about regular. They were top 6 in the regular season.
They're not bad in Houston.
Mars,
they're not a bad defense in the Clippers. They're not a bad defense in the Timberwolves. They're not a bad defense in the Warriors. They're not a bad defense in the Grizzlies. They're not a bad defense in the Mavericks. They're not a bad better defense than the Blazers. They're not a better defense than the Spurs. That's 9. I can see them being 10.
That's cool. That's cool. Mark,
Damn, you better get to them numbers.
They've already done this. So I'm saying
okay, and I'm saying they're not better than those 19 that
you right now in the summer. Sure, they have already done it though. So I'm saying they could.
What I walk in on, man.
I'm moving on. March just yapping. I said the Nuggets could be a top 12 defense next year because they've already done
top 12.
Yes, and I said they could be top 12 in the West, and apparently I was trolling.
So the two hosts, who work together can be where they want to be. They are
name 9 teams that everyone knows are better.
What does everyone mean? That's not how basketball is played. I'm sorry. Like, you got to get on the floor. You got to do it. That's why I don't like doing this. You got to get on the floor. You got to do it. Right. Hold on. All I'm saying is, literally, by the way, chat, before Mars started rambling, all I said is that they could be. That's it. And then I moved on, but he wanted to make a segment and have a show for himself. I'm done. I get it.
I disagreed with your statement, and then I listed 9 teams that I think everyone would agree with.
Let's move to the East.
I think the Clippers. No, we're not moving anywhere. There's nowhere. Because this is what we're gonna do. The issue is Never mind. I'm not gonna do.
No, stay right there.
Last year had a lot to do with the previous season. Besides all this yapping that was just done, for the course of the season, they were top 5, and then they finished top 8. They had a top 6 rim protection team that year. They had a number 1 3-point defense in the league that year, or number 3. Mark, and to your point, 3-point defense. There's a lot of luck in there. So I'm with you. Like I'm with you. It might not happen, but I'm saying there's a chance for them to do. If Aaron Gordon's healthy again, with Cameron Johnson with a higher floor, Christian Brown, Peyton Watson, they will have an opportunity to be a better defense. That's all I said. I didn't want to make it a segment.
You said top 12 defense. You never said better defense.
Yeah, that's one thing. I said top 12.
I'm better defense.
I'm disagreeing with you.
I hear you, but Mark, I'm saying like you're making this whole segment for 3 minutes about it. I'm like, you do disagree.
I'm saying they could be a better defense. Okay, let's take the top 12.
Well, I disagree that they will be top 12. That's what I disagree.
For Mars, you disagree. Kawhi had a good playoffs, and you can do all that. Let Mars do it too.
No, because
I listed off 9 teams. I think everyone agrees with those 9.
No, because there's something about predicting something that I've already seen, and for a large reason why the Nuggets had a bad defense last year. There's several reasons. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna make it a culture. I'm gonna make it a Nugget show because there's so many layers to why their defense was bad. I don't want to do that, so I'm trying to be appreciative of the audience. So they say, oh, this Nuggets choice. No, it's not Nuggets choice, but I'm gonna spend 2 seconds doing it. We can move on. Mars, you could be correct. You could be right. I could be right. I would like to see what happens in the regular season. That's what I would like to see. Mars, I think there's a pathway for them to be a top 4 clutch team again in defense like they were 2 years ago. Maybe not. We'll see. But on the other end, I think the Timberwolves are going to have really good defense. The Warriors have really good defense. The Grizzlies had a really good defense last year. Yep. The Mavericks are going to have really good defense. The Trailblazers can have really good defense. I don't think any of these teams that are going to be in the playoffs are going to have bad defenses. I don't think any of them will. So I think the issue is it's like maybe now, and maybe this last playoff showed me, you really have to have offensive personnel to be able to exploit these defenses. I actually think that's a bigger issue than being able to take advantage of like the defensive end and to load up, because you can load up coverages versus almost any team. We've seen this happen. We saw it happen to the Thunder with SGA. I think the Nuggets last year with all the flaws they had around Jokic and Murray. I think even the Wolves, you saw them do it to the Wolves. I think the Rockets, you obviously saw them do it to the Rockets. I think if these teams that actually perform in the playoffs and they get over the top, it's going to be the over-the-top shot making. It's going to have multiple ball handlers on the floor. I think it's going to be multiple things. I think the offense is actually what's going to win people games and series in the Western Conference this year.
I think that on the flip side to that, I think that to your point, the offense, I think that Trailblazers offense is going to be better than what it was last year.
So you think Scoot takes a lead?
I don't think that we give these guys that's on the roster already, because we get wrapped up in additions. That's the biggest thing we get wrapped up in. We get wrapped up in these guys getting signed to the team. We get wrapped up in trades instead of the development of these other guys. Scoot is not the same player today that he was when he first showed up. Klingon is not the same player this season as he was last year. He's going to be better, right? So,
are they playoff starters though? That's the point I'm trying to get at. And Scoot's probably not even going to start because Drew Holiday's there. Is Donovan Klingon good enough as a starter to get them to the playoffs as a starting caliber?
They got 4 bigs, remember? Like,
they got 3 of them.
And by the way, Donovan Klingon finna find himself coming off the bench while we at it.
Gang?
Here we go with this shit, Ron. No, he's not,
Yeah.
Ron. No, he's
All right.
not.
Okay.
I see what you're looking at, Ron, and it looks great. Okay, Ron, sure.
It looks
yes, it looks great. No doubt about that. It looks great. But
hey, you can go ahead and get off Time Lord.
But But
to where?
That boy be out there
Why would
giving-
he go? Never mind. I'm about to say no.
I just
I'm
I don't
Look,
think
he's so thirsty to hate on LA. He's so thirsty.
I just don't think that the
They should
Eastern
go to
Conference,
Chicago.
He gonna
Your
come
other
down
team.
here with us.
I don't think that the Eastern Conference has to suck in order to have in order to have these many wins in the regular season with the Western Conference Mars. Remember, of the 8 teams that made the playoffs, the last 3 to 6, 7 to 8 team won 49, 48, and 48 games. So they were 2 games off. And the Eastern Conference was not whack last year. In fact, the Eastern Conference, in terms of the playoff teams from like maybe 1 to 6, I mean, I think that they were really good. And we still had 3 teams that was in the playoffs that almost won 50 games, 1 game and 2 games off.
Half
So-
the East was below 500.
And three
That doesn't mean that
of the stars just tore their Achilles too.
Facts.
Shit.
No, they're gonna
way worse.
they're gonna be bad. They're gonna be bad this year. I think so.
Okay.
I think
Oh, okay,
this is what we talk. I'm talking about last year and what happened in the Eastern Conference last year. And half the Eastern Conference was below 500. Sure, I'm not gonna argue that point. But like I said, from 1 to probably 5 or 6, those teams were really good.
Yeah,
Detroit,
but Boston's not going to be
Milwaukee.
as good.
Nope. And again, we talk about this season.
The Pacers aren't going to be as good.
Nope. Boston's not going to be as good. The Pacers aren't going to be as good. And those teams are going to get replaced by Orlando. The Knicks are going to be back in the middle of it. I think Cleveland's going to be right back in the middle of it. Detroit's going to be better. Atlanta's going to be better this season. So, I mean,
The Bucks.
I think the Bucks. I think the Bucks are right outside the play-in, maybe a playoff team.
The
outright.
76ers.
Philly, I think, is going to be better than we give them credit for. I'm not giving any.
Well, Paul George just had surgery, so
Here we go again with this shit.
Yeah,
They
I
said
don't know.
they're hopeful that he could be back by the start of the season, though.
See, Ron, I don't like that
Yeah,
word.
it's just-
What
it's
word,
not-
Ron?
it's not
Just-
They said
ideal
reevaluated
situation.
before training camp.
What?
So.
Yeah, it's not
That's
an
what they
ideal
said.
situation.
That's what
It's
they
not
You
an
said the
ideal
Bucks are a playing
situation.
team though.
the
Well,
Bucks.
because they're
I
starting
think they could be,
KPJ and like Ryan, you know.
The Bucks will make the playoffs.
They're going to
Where
make the
y'all,
playoffs.
where y'all got Giannis ranked if they're
He's the best player in the Eastern Conference. I ain't going to argue that point. He's the best
By
He's
player.
far.
ranked in the NBA though.
Hey,
Well,
healthy
depending on who
and
you
that's
ask.
what I'm
Depending on who
saying.
you
but
ask.
it's
Depending on who you
Oh,
ask.
He's the top. He's the top.
Ron
Number
don't have him at one.
number
Ox has him
one.
at 1. Ron does not have him at 1.
So he's
Ox has
1 or
him at
2,
1.
right?
Well, no, most
He
people up
top
here
5
don't
for
think
sure.
he's
No
good.
lower than 3.
Top
No
five.
lower than 3.
Most people up here don't think he's
That's
top
smart.
2.
He top 2.
Most people don't
Yeah,
think
no
he's
lower
top
than
2.
3.
He is top 12 for sure. You can't name
How
12
can he
better.
be a top 3 player
I mean, hypothetically,
playoffs
shoot, I might.
in the East?
But
I don't think they're going to miss the playoffs.
No, I thought you said there'd be a playing team. That's to me. That's like
Okay.
literally missing
Well,
the point.
Yeah, because it's not about Giannis though. Like I think everybody's looking at their roster. It sucks. Like it's objectively it's horrible.
I don't think it's that bad, but
What?
No, man.
yeah.
Have you seen their starting lineup, Joe?
Yeah, and their starting lineup. First of all, you don't give KPJ. You don't give him nearly enough credit. Swipe. He's a
Credit
lot better
for
than
what?
Shout out Cole Anthony, man.
you don't.
They're starting KPJ, Gary
you don't-
Oh, they
Trent,
go
Kyle
Cole
Kuzma,
Anthony?
and Miles
Cole
Turner.
Anthony, one of the better backup league guards in the game. Stop it,
Dude,
Joe.
and no defense.
God.
Not any defense on that
Yeah.
roster to pick up
Anthony.
whatsoever.
Cole Anthony's the what?
One of the better
He's
backup
good.
league
He's
guards
good.
in the
Respect,
game.
respect, Cole. He's good. He's good.
Garbage. No, we would not respect. Cole.
Y'all think
He's
he's
trash?
trash?
You don't get an opinion in this. I'm done with you. You're
Y'all
done. You're
think
done.
Cole
Time out
Anthony
for the
is
next
garbage?
30 minutes.
Cole Anthony is
You didn't
one
have
of
him
the
on the back.
better backup
I've been
point guards
saying
in the
that for
league.
2 seasons.
Yes.
But this isn't new. I'm not just saying that.
He wasn't even Orlando's best backup point guard.
Who's the
Anthony
best
Black?
backup point guard?
Anthony
Black,
Black was
bro.
better than him.
Okay, well, Anthony Black, I think, is the starter. Yeah, I'm already on that.
Well, now he is.
And I've been said.
Well, no, because Jalen
Suggs.
Suggs is.
Jalen
No,
Suggs.
no.
Respect
Cole
Jalen Suggs.
Anthony
Silver's come
wasn't
off
even
this.
Orlando's best backup point guard.
And this is the
He
same.
was barely.
Orlando-
He was
and-
barely better than Markelle Fultz.
And this.
Well, he would know.
Y'all
He was.
being
Markel-
nasty.
No, no, Markel was good. No, no.
What Cole
Listen,
does,
no,
Cole
let's-
aight.
Let's give Fultz his credit. When that starting
Yeah,
five
I
was
is
there,
different
was
from one
really
of the best
good.
backup point guards in the league.
That well, they were really good at Markel
Yes,
Fultz
he
playing on
is,
that team.
man.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Thank you.
He's not better.
Thank
He's,
He wasn't better than Ty Jerome.
Nah,
He
that's
wasn't
just
better than
Washington. I
Peyton
know
Pritchard.
exactly
He
what it is,
wasn't
bro.
better than TJ McConnell.
no,
That's already
okay.
3 teams in the East, and
Okay.
I'm just going in chronological order.
Yep. Mhm.
Who was the Bucks backup
Scottie
point guard
Pippen.
last night? Is he better than KPJ?
No.
Nah.
Hell no.
KPJ
Okay,
ain't
that's
even
enough.
harder to me.
That's another
I-
person who's a backup point guard who
I
Cole
like-
Anthony's not better.
I-
than.
KPJ's
I-
like
better
a
than
bottom,
Dennis
a bottom
Schroeder.
5 starter.
Was he-
Sure.
is he
No,
better
he's
than
not
Dennis
better than
Schroeder?
He's
Yes.
not better than Dennis Schroeder.
What?
He's not.
Oh
He's
my!
not. No, he's
Keep
not.
going.
Dennis
Yeah.
Schroeder,
Dennis
he's
Schroeder
not, but he's not at
dominated.
all though. Like he's
Cole
not. He's not.
Anthony
He's
is
worth
better
defender.
than Dennis Schroeder.
Keep going. Keep
Who said
going.
that?
$15 million a year Dennis that keep getting money.
man?
Wait, who said that?
Chill said that.
Ew.
I didn't say that.
Keep going.
No,
Damn, I'm
chill.
putting a chill.
He wasn't. He wasn't better than Anthony Black, as shown by the Orlando Magic's willingness to keep one of them. Who's the Hawks' backup point guard last year?
Hawks
Kobe
backup
Buffkin?
point guard.
They didn't really have one.
Kobe Buffkin. Crazy.
We'll ignore the
We'll skip past Kobe.
Shout out to Kobe Buffkin though. He getting some buckets in some of these.
Nah, facts.
Is he better than Davion Mitchell?
Is he better than Lonzo?
No.
I dare you.
Is he better than Lonzo Ball?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think. Wait.
He's better than Terry Rozier. You can have Terry Rozier. He's better than Terry Rozier.
Terry Rozier. This is what y'all dudes are doing.
No.
Okay, this is what you guys are doing, which is to Ron's point. This is nasty. Number one, I think Anthony Black is a starter. I think Suggs is a starter. These are guys. Right, they got two starting point guards on their crew. Yes, 100% they do. No doubt about that. Lonzo Ball. I think Lonzo Ball is a starter. I don't think Cole Anthony is a starter. I think he's a.
Lonzo ain't starting either though.
But Anthony Black is not going to start, which would mean he's going to be the backup point guard.
If he played somewhere else, he would start, which he should. That's the problem.
If Cole Anthony played for the Jazz, he would start.
He would?
Would he?
Over who?
Oh, Colin Sexton's on.
Wait, hold on. No, I'm tired of y'all. Let him say whatever he wants. He is not starting over the GOAT himself in Utah. My dog with the handles. Talk about him. Talk about him. No, not even Keontae.
Oh, Isaiah Collier?
Yeah, Keontae ain't even starting. Isaiah is.
Isaiah Collier ain't finna start. He finna find his young ass coming off the bench again.
All right.
The way he played in summer league.
You can flip it to Brooklyn then. If Cole Anthony played for Brooklyn, he'd start.
Over Cam Thomas?
Cam Thomas is there too.
D'Angelo Russell?
Yeah, he did too.
D'Lo's not there. He's with Dallas.
Keon Johnson's starting.
I have a strong I do not believe Yeager's playing the point guard in the NBA. But
100%.
I don't think that's happening. But point is,
he's not
this is the first I'm hearing where backup point guard doesn't just mean point guards coming off the bench. I didn't know it was point guards who aren't good enough to start, so they have to come off. I didn't know that. When we say backup point, Manu Ginobili has been called the best sixth man in NBA history, rightfully so. Even though we know he was good enough to start, but he was coming off the bench, so we call him a sixth man. You know what I'm saying?
But I get what you're saying, and Manu Ginobili played himself into that role. That doesn't mean that he wasn't good enough to be a starter. He was
a backup. That's what he was.
He was a backup, and that part I'm not arguing. But he played himself into that role, and he accepted that role. Cole Anthony, on the other hand, I don't think if you are trying to win, I don't think Cole Anthony is the guy that you want as your starting league guard. I think he's a backup league guard if you are trying to win. So as a backup league guard, when I think about the teams in the league that one are playoff teams, two are really good teams. When I think about the teams in the league, if you need a backup league guard, I think he's one of your better backup league guards. It's very much like a point guard.
Would the Cavs choose him over Lonzo, who is going to be their backup point guard?
But see, that's the thing.
The Cavs are a contending team, 100%. And Lonzo is going to be their backup point guard.
100%.
Would they trade Lonzo for Cole Anthony to be their backup point guard?
I think Lonzo was a starter. No, I don't.
Okay. Would the Celtics trade Peyton Pritchard as their backup point guard to have Cole Anthony? No. Okay. Would the Pacers trade TJ McConnell to have Cole Anthony?
Nope,
who's their backup point guard?
He's better than Cole Anthony. Keep going.
Would well, the Pistons got off Dennis Schroeder now. They have Karis LeVert.
But they wouldn't do that though.
But they wouldn't have. I don't know why you think Dennis Schroeder's worse than Cole Anthony, but we all agree, other than you, that Dennis Schroeder's better. The Hawks now have Nikhil. Would you trade the opportunity to have Nikhil for Cole Anthony?
Why do I have to trade?
I would.
Well,
because Nikhil is their backup point guard. So would you get rid of Nikhil to have Cole Anthony as your backup point guard?
I would cut Nikhil for Cole and then let him be a free agent. Then he can sign.
I already know what you're doing, but you gotta bring him the perfect.
To answer your question, Mars, why would I have to cut Nikhil? Why would I let him play his natural position, which is a 2-guard spot, and bring in Cole Anthony and let him play his natural position, which is the backup lead guard spot? Why would I have to do that?
Because Nikhil is their backup point guard.
Again, and then with Cole Anthony on the crew, I wouldn't have to cut him. He could just move him over to the 2, which is where he plays the
Nikhil's
best.
a better backup.
Nikhil is their backup point guard.
Yeah,
I'm asking you,
he's a better
backup point guard than Cole Anthony?
He's better than Cole Anthony.
Okay. And then Lonzo, we already went through Lonzo, Chicago. Ayo Dosunmu.
No, he's worse too.
Cut him. Yeah, Ayo Dosunmu, who's going to be their backup in Chicago this year.
We already know how you feel about Dosunmu.
How do you feel?
How do you feel? Yeah, how do you feel?
Do you not think Io's better than them?
Because I'm going through the Eastern Conference and I've got through like 11 teams.
Do you think Cole Anthony's better than Io?
Better backup point guards than Cole Anthony.
Wasn't it like the year before?
Wait, no, hold on. Directly though, John D. Like, do you think Cole Anthony is a better backup point guard than Io DeSomo?
I think DeSomo is better at some things, but I also think that Cole Anthony is better at some things than him.
Dunking.
Shot creation.
I think he's a better driver.
And getting downhill. I do think that. I think he had better passer than him too.
Y'all naming a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. I think
he thinks Cole's better. That's what he's saying.
I think DeSomo's a better defender. I'm not going to argue that. And I think
Cole's better than Io in the chat.
I think he's bigger. All right. So with that being said, in Orlando, we already know what's going on there. Would I take Cole Anthony over Davion Mitchell?
No.
Next
time, Tyler Hero, especially no.
I would not.
I'm a Heat fan, man. I'm ready to move.
Anyone else?
I'll go ahead and let you know.
Kyle Lowry.
Yes, I'll take Cole Anthony over.
What about all right? That's
today.
You're just doing
40-year-old Kyle.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get to the West, but Colin Sexton will be next because he's backing up LaMelo and Charlotte.
I think that's another one, Miles. In the same category with guys like Lonzo Ball. I think Sexton is a starter. I don't think he's a backup. I think he's a starter on a playoff team. I think he's
going to be the backup on the 14th seed in the East. So,
fellas, I got to step in. Mars, if you want to get to the West, we can get to the West in a few minutes. But it is the crunch time chat segment of the show. Chat, y'all already know what it is. I appreciate everybody that's liked the video. Appreciate everybody that's watching on YouTube and on Twitter. And if you are on YouTube, you already know the drill. Like the video, subscribe, keep going in the chat, and become a member. All right, y'all, let's get into it. The first chat I got is from Alec Fallon. Alex said, "Hey boys, can you do a segment on the new ESPN Joel Embiid article? I think a platform like yours should cover it because it was extremely emotional and showed a lot about Joel through the Sixers organization. All love." Did any of you guys check this out?
Read it yet, but I have heard some things about it.
I mean,
it's a very long article.
It's very long. And I don't say this as in like bad. I say this as somebody who loves film. It's very theatrical, meaning I think there's a lot of like ins and outs of his life and things that have happened, losing his brother, his family situation. I think a lot of stuff that's kind of happened to him personally that's made him the way that he is. He's very reserved, very quiet, but he's also like still loud. His family's very reserved and quiet, not very like emotionally connected. He mentioned that he has like 3,000 missed calls and like 845 missed calls, 3,000 unread texts or something like that. He doesn't like conversate with people a lot, but he basically talked about his run with the 76ers and like what his experience has been like. And so you could definitely understand and see in his eyes why he feels like he is the victim of a lot of bad decisions. And the James Harden thing was a big piece there. He admitted James Harden and him have not talked. Since James Harden was traded as well. Because James blames him in part for what happened when he feels no responsibility. Like he's saying, I didn't have any conversation with Daryl Morey for him to do that. So I had nothing to do with you leaving and stuff. So it has a lot of stuff in it for sure.
All right. DSG Piccolo said off season. So another crazy take. Yang is the second best passing big in the league. Yes, Ox, better than Sabonis. Sorry. Chauncey thinks Scoot takes a leap, so we'll see. 4 bigs, chill. Respect Jacques. My GOAT.
I don't even remember Jacques.
I mean, Yang to come in and be the second best passer in the league.
I'm going to be watching a lot of Trailblazer games this season. I am. I will be watching a lot of Portland games.
So y'all that hound.
Şengün can pass the ball, so I don't know. But
he's that elite to y'all.
One more time.
I said he's that elite to y'all. Y'all that hound him. Saying he'll be the second best passer as soon as he comes in the league.
No, that's just a super chat saying that. We don't think we agree with that.
That's not us.
Oh, okay.
I do think he's going to be very good from day one. I don't know how long it's going to take him to take a step into the next tier, but I do like his offensive package. Like, you don't see too many bigs that big be able to do the things he can.
Is he a better passing big than Julius Randle?
I haven't seen him pass enough for me to quantify his passing. I have seen him make
NBA being stingy. We can't get the clips. I'm trying to do film breakdowns.
Oh, Hanson Yang. I respect him.
BJ, Hanson, Cooper.
I mean, if we're calling guys like Julius Randle bigs, then he's definitely not. He's not a better passer than Draymond, for example. So, like,
right.
If that's who we're calling bigs, then no. But if we're just saying centers, is
he a better passing big than Brook Lopez?
Yes.
Yes, for sure.
Is he a better passing big than Miles Turner?
Yes.
How about Franz?
Franz is not big.
No, I'm sorry.
No, he's not big.
Wendell Carter, I think he a better passing big than him. Is he a better passing big than Vooch?
Yes. Vooch can pass, but yes.
Vooch can pass his ass off too. How about Joel Embiid? Is he a better passing big than Joel?
No.
I think he's a better passer than Joel Embiid is, but he's not going to have the gravity stuff that Joel has. But like just passing the ball, yeah, he's probably.
So I think y'all, and I don't know if y'all agree with this, but I think the difference with a lot of dudes and what Yang has the ability to do is move around. He can put the ball on the ground. So when you're able to move, obviously, he can find different angles, and he's big enough to see those angles before they actually materialize. You know what I'm saying? He can see somebody cutting from this side of the court, and so he knows they're going to be there. But a lot of people can see that, but a lot of people still, even guards at this point in today, a lot of them still can't pass on the move. He doesn't have to dribble, stop, 3-point stance, and then pass like this. You know what I'm saying? He can pass on the move, one hand, both hands, two hands. You know what I'm saying? He can pass over the head, pass like this. You know what I'm saying? So he knows how to use his body. So he can, he's not clumsy. Like he can pass left going left. He can pass left going right. He can pass right going right. Pass right going left. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like when he has the ability to do a lot of things on the move, I think that alone puts him up in a tier. You know what I'm saying? Of passers. You still got players today that can't pass the ball unless they're stationary. You know what I'm saying? Which is ridiculous, but
it's difficult when actually it's not difficult. I'll take that back. It's actually cool when you see a guy who can see the game a couple of plays later. And I think that his process is better than a lot of even older guys in the game. Like he sees the game. That's why like those pocket passes when he drops the ball on the floor when the guy is cutting to the rim, like he sees the game 2 and 3 plays later. That's why that ball is right there where it's supposed to be. And like when he's throwing the ball to the rim, he looks like he knows how to process the game a lot better. Now, the skill set I feel like is going to catch up with his processing. I do think that he will be one of the better passing bigs in the game. But like guys like Sabonis, like to say top 2, like Sabonis, Joker, that goes without saying. I mean, is he a better passer than Zubac?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Did you see Zubac? Ron, I don't think you give Zubac enough credit for the distributor that he is.
I might not be. I might not be. I said that quick.
You did say that quick.
Not just on that box, but in split action, Zubac is a really good passer. Really, really good passer. How about Jaren Jackson? You think he a better passer?
Yes, hell yeah.
He's way better passer.
Yeah, Jaren Jackson.
I'm a criminal when it comes to passing.
Oh boy.
So he's a black hole. Is he a better passer than Anthony Davis?
No.
I don't think so.
Again, I think
Vooch is the better passer than AD, and y'all said yes right away.
It's hard to project because some of the passes he's making in summer league, it's like summer league. So I don't know. I kind of got to see it against NBA competition.
The thing about it though, Mars, is it's high field passes. You could tell he got a real good feel for the game.
Yeah, for sure.
He's a very willing passer. That's always a good start.
I like that too, by the way. Like he'll make passes that other people won't.
But some of it, you can see he's telegraphing it a little bit. Like the cut's coming, but he's very accurate. Like he is getting the ball through windows, so that's impressive. But the next step for him is like being able to disguise some of his passes, being able to read defenders, and then if they are playing the cut, he has other avenues. He doesn't really have that right now, but he has the vision and the willingness, which I think is a good start. So I think he will be. I think he can be. Top 2, I think, is wrong. I think
we could teach that though, Mars. That's like a quarterback. As soon as he coming up from under center, he's looking right over there. Like, okay, we gotta we gotta clean that up. We can teach you. He
has a good foundation. He has a really good foundation.
Yeah, we could teach that. That's not a problem.
I mean, most importantly, he has a willingness to pass. He wants to pass. You know what I'm saying? I think the willingness to pass is the first step.
Ain't nothing worse than playing with a big man that don't pass, man. Get off the field, big fella. Damn.
Got to Pat Ewing, man.
Or a wing that can't pass at all out of a double team and throws the ball into a crowd in the playoffs.
Get off the field, yo.
He tried to Swiper just threw a straight at Kawhi.
Ain't no straight. I was just saying what happened directly. Like I saw him do it. Like I was there.
Does Kawhi pass?
I was there.
Swiper?
I caught it. I caught the ball.
Swiper, can Kawhi pass? Yes or no?
No.
Yo, that's heat.
I like Kawhi's great at a lot of things, but he is not Tatum. Tatum, at least you can trouble him. He can. Kawhi literally said, knock the ball boy out.
I am not co-signing this because Kawhi can
popcorn flew in the air.
I'm not.
I saw Rocky. Hold on, Rocky was carrying a cake to wish a little child happy birthday for their 5th birthday. Rocky was going down the stairs. He hit Rocky in the face. Rocky took the cake, threw it into an old man's face in a wheelchair.
This is nasty.
Then escorted to the hospital.
But that's because Kawhi said, "Damn that little kid birthday." That was on purpose.
All right, so the next super chat we got is from Tupac Westside. Tupac said, "All love, Ox, but I gotta push back. Kawhi in the playoffs was good, not elite. If you think his minutes should be restricted, that's fine. But if you are getting paid max money and if you are healthy, your ass should play."
If you ain't paying, you should mind your goddamn business.
I do agree with that.
Yeah,
by the way,
people complain about Bradley Beal right now, Ox. Like, what you mean I should give you some money back? For what?
I wholeheartedly agree. If you aren't paying these guys, you shouldn't be worried about how much they're making. It doesn't affect
I
you.
earn my money. I'm not giving back nothing. I want all 100 mil of my money. I ain't giving a cent back. You're gonna be paying me.
He gave back what? What did he give back?
13 million. That's a lot of money.
Well, he got it back with the Clippers, to be fair.
Yeah, you know, like
he only really lost 2 million.
Yeah.
So you would just stay with the Suns and be terrible?
No.
If I was Bradley Beal, probably
regardless.
Bradley Beal trying to move. Like he's a competitor. Bradley Beal want to go somewhere where he could play, he could flourish, and ultimately where they could win.
Yeah, because
if I make my money back, yeah, I'll leave. But if I like for the 2 million, yeah, sure, I'm fine going to the Clippers because you only lost 2 million. Now, if I had to lose like 15, Phoenix better learn to love me. I ain't going nowhere.
So you value money over winning then?
No, it's just
for me. I'm saying if they end up winning the championship,
I'm valuing $15 million over joining the Clippers. Yes.
Wait, do you think I should take if I earn 100 and how much did he have left? Mars, what?
110 million.
He had 110.
So if I earned $110 million, earned it, like, and that's my money, because the situation didn't work out because you made bad decisions, I should give up my money. Like
13 million.
No, I feel like two things can be right. I understand what you're saying, but I feel like if I want to win, I want to play winning basketball. Why would I stay with this team and it'd be terrible?
But should I give back more than 13 mil? Because legally he had to give back 13 in order to do the waive and extend for the waive for 5 years. But they asked for more reportedly, and apparently the meeting got heated. He's like, "I'm not giving you anything back." So do you think he should have been?
But he ended up giving like 13, right?
But that's the least he had to give.
Yeah, that's the most he could. To get out the situation, they said you have to give up 13.
I understand what you're saying, but he gave back 13, so it was fine.
They wanted more though. They felt like he should give up 20, 25.
But even then, though, man, y'all understand Bradley Beal is on his second max contract.
So
this nigga is good.
Very good.
Like what is
very good.
Like,
yes.
and I'm obviously pocket watching. I just said I'm obviously pocket watching, and I don't know exactly how much money Bradley Beal makes. But I do know he's got 2 fat ass contracts. I'm just saying, for me in that situation, if I've made 2 max contracts, for me to give up a little bit of money compared to the contracts that I got,
15 million, no bit of money.
I'm going to do that. 15 million what I done made.
It's a
relative,
115 million.
Yeah, relative to
come on,
15 million is still 15 million.
Okay, but here's
not to mention he enjoyed being in Phoenix.
He did like being.
It's not like he was in the middle of nowhere and he ain't want to be in Phoenix. He wanted to be in Phoenix.
He liked being there.
I'm not going to Detroit. I'm going to
but that's why he went to the Clippers.
I'm going to the land of milk and honey.
Exactly. That's another reason why he was willing to go to the Clippers.
He wouldn't
if the only team calling for him was respectfully the Utah Jazz, I guarantee he'd still be in Phoenix. I guarantee it. So it was a family situation. He loved being in Phoenix. He wanted to stay in Phoenix. But I'm sure his family and himself was like, LA ain't too bad.
Nope.
We'll go to LA. Plus, yeah, we got a chance to win. That's cool. So chance to win. We gave up the least we had to give up. We had to give up something. So we gave up the least amount we had to give up. And we get to live in a place where I know my family wants to be. That's the reason he left. If the only option he had was some bum place he ain't want to go to, he would still be in Phoenix.
Which I didn't have to.
I don't want to speak for him.
I'm
pretty sure he would still be in Phoenix.
In LA, since you should run over here doing all the yapping. I looked it up myself. Do you know, Ron?
Yo,
you make $10 million a year in LA.
I lived in California. I know the taxes in California.
If you make $10 million,
everybody in California gets taxed.
I know.
But
If you make, hold on, let me tell the people. Give them information. If you make $10 million a year, Mars, okay, you getting taxed off that money with state disability, Medicare, Social Security, state income tax, federal income tax. They taking $5.2 million. You getting $474.
So basically half your dough.
How do the Lakers ever get free agents?
I don't understand.
Because it's California, Mars. You got to pay the play,
they're taking 52% of my money.
Play, dog.
More than half your dough.
Well, never.
That's all California.
Yeah, if I was an NBA player
in LA, you get a lot of stuff.
They would never see me.
I'll be in.
You ever in that life would they see me?
I'll be in San Antonio. Hooping.
Yeah.
$4,763,313 out of $10 million.
Swipe, I get that.
I gotta give $1 million. Got to go to Tide. I got to give them my church.
Mars, you go spend some. You go spend some time in Coronado or something down there in San Diego, and your whole mind gonna change. You're gonna be like, shit, 52% ain't that bad.
Sure.
I ain't gonna lie.
You're gonna be like, shit, take 6.
Managers. You really going home with 3 of 10.
And Ron, we could talk about the whole pocket watching thing, but let's be honest. If we can't talk the business of basketball, we can't talk the game. That's very much a part of it. Like, don't listen to these movies out here talking to you about you watching a man pockets. Yeah, this is about business.
Sure, I don't have no problem. I don't have no problem talking about their salaries and the money they got. I only said that because I don't know exactly how much money he's made and how much he has now. Yep. The point that I'm making is
$318 million thus far.
Come on, dog. I make 318 and I give up 13.
He made 100.
Yes. That 13 would go to 331.
Here's the point. I'm making though. It's two. I'm making two. I gotta say it. I'm making 2 points. First off, the money's not everything for all these guys. These niggas is hoopers. I grew up in the trenches. I'm trying to hoop. I want to win a championship. Legacy matters to me. Maybe Bradley Beal really wants to team up with James Harden and Kawhi and really get it done. And he potentially believes he could do that. And so, he's on a good-ass team. Maybe he wants to get a ring. But also, too, the reason why I feel like you guys are being short-sighted is because he just signed his $2 million contract, right?
2 years.
Bradley Beal's going to be 11 or 2-year contract, my bad. He's going to be 34 when his contract ends. Bradley Beal could prove
he's not getting another
No, he ain't getting a max deal, but he getting another deal.
We don't know. We don't know what Bradley Beal gonna do.
He can play himself in because he's got a player option after next season. He can play himself into 18, 22. He can play himself into that.
Come on,
could he play himself?
Which is great. Like I'm saying,
3 years, $60 million.
I have no problem with Bradley Beal doing what he's doing. I'm saying if I'm Bradley Beal, I weren't giving up more than what he gave up. That's it. He gave up the minimum he had to give up.
Right.
That's all I was going to do.
Verb, I'm asking you.
You weren't giving up no 25, 30 million. You lost your mind.
It's 115 in Phoenix. It's July. It's July, Morris.
Ox, I gotta pull.
Phoenix do be hot as hell though.
I mean, Bradley Beal.
What you think a pool doing when it's 116 degrees? I grew up in
that water hot.
Yeah, ain't nothing you can do about it. You just gotta
We
bake.
turn the AC on. We chilling.
Verb, what I'm saying, Verb, is this season playing with James Harden, because remember in the 23-24, I was the third guy. I'm 18 a game, right? Last year and playing 53 games. I'm 18 a game on good efficiency. I end up playing with James Harden, and I got an option after in year 2. I got an option. So if I end up getting busy, can I be looking at 34 another 3 years, 60 million? Can I be looking at something like that?
I feel like that's easy.
That's reasonable. That's reasonable.
I think that's
average around 20 points, bro. He was close to 50, 40, 90.
He's still their third, maybe
option?
fourth offensive option. Just so we know.
Who
I think they're fourth. I think he's fourth. I think it's Kawhi, Harden, John Collins, and Bradley Beal.
So you got James.
I mean, you got them Zoo post ups you gotta get to.
Zoo as well.
Zoo was who I was saying. I wasn't thinking John Collins. I was saying Zoo. Yeah, I was gonna say Kawhi, James Harden, Zoo, then Bradley.
And y'all were just talking about Kawhi missing games, so he's gonna eventually.
Yeah, any given that's the concern. It's like what do you do when the roles between everyone fluctuate so much? Because James will probably be there. He's relatively healthy, but you do have to fight with the fact that James Harden's like 36, 37. Like, we are banking on him not regressing, which is a risky bet when someone's in year 17, whatever he's going into.
Yes.
So that's a risk. Then Kawhi's availability being up in the air. So, like, roles are going to fluctuate throughout the season. There'll be nights where Bradley Beal's their go-to offensive guy because James Harden's load managing and Kawhi is not there that night. So, like, that's going to be tough.
But there's also nights when both Kawhi Leonard and James Harden on the floor, and Bradley Beal, who we've all agreed on, is a damn good basketball player. He got it going that night. There could very well be nights where
John Collins got it
going, and we
Bradley
know
Beal will have some games where he scores 37 on 14 for 18 shooting.
That's what I was about to say. And we know James Harden will get you involved in the game. James, if you got it going, James Harden is going to go to you. And a guy like Bradley Beal, once he gets going, and he's got, like, to your point, John D, I don't know, he 8 for 11 or he's 8 for 12. James Harden is not going to throw that off the track by shooting the ball more. Go to him some more.
And all this, mind you, while having an all-NBA player, third team in Ivica Zubac next year. So they're gonna be dogs next year. They're gonna be an absolute workhorse. And then you have Dunn,
you keep
Bogey.
sneaking that in there. Like,
he got votes. I'm saying he got votes this year. So
he made the all defense team. We know that.
Well, no, I'm saying, but he got votes for third team this year. He almost made the third team NBA. I'm just saying that maybe next year, things break right for him. He can actually make the team and stuff next year. I mean, they
cuts.
And they still got Chris Dunn.
Yep, that's my dog.
Derrick Jones Jr.
Is he gonna play 20 minutes a game and 65 more games for us?
Good, that.
No, don't get my hopes up. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me.
He should. The Clippers are good, man.
They really good, bro. They can win the championship easily.
I agree. I think they could win. I think they could.
Kawhi health. That's all it comes down to. Kawhi health. I don't care about
no. That's not.
It comes down to Kawhi
he was healthy
being
this year
healthy.
again. He was healthy this year again.
It comes down to that overall defense.
I'm not gonna lie. They got to avoid Denver. They avoid
James
Denver.
Harden doing what
I
though?
feel good about
Why we keep talking about James Harden? He's the third option.
He ain't the third option. He the primary playmaker. He got the ball more than anybody else.
He has the ball, but he ain't the first option though. I think
he's at least
he'll be in the second or third. He'll be the second or third option. When Bradley Beal got to go, he's the third.
Who's the second option?
He's undoubtedly the second option.
Who?
At minimum, James Harden.
No,
define it however you want. No one's gonna have the ball more than James Harden. You need James Harden to be playing well.
And you cannot,
regardless if he's your first option, your second option, your third option. James Harden determines who touches the ball in every possession.
Exactly.
So you need him to play well.
You cannot give him the ball in the same capacity as much as you give James. For he doesn't have the ability to affect the half-court offense to the same degree as James Harden. That doesn't mean Kawhi's not a better player. That's not what I'm saying. But James is the orchestrator. He is the playmaker. He gets everyone else involved.
He is.
I'm agreeing with that. I'm cool with that. He's the point guard, but he's not the first option. That's all I was saying. And I feel like when Bradley Beal is there, when those games where you have James Harden takes a hiatus or does what what happens in the playoffs, I feel like Beal can step up and he can handle the load. That's what they brought him in for.
Yeah,
on any night, on any given night, Bradley Beal could go for 25.
Any given night, he can also go for 12.
The same could be said about John Collins.
Yes.
Yeah, John Collins
could it though?
Well.
I can't wait to see them James Harden to John Collins lobs. That's gonna be
that's what I'm saying. Like in the pick and roll, he has a really good touch around the rim, and he can at the elbow, he can make like a quick dribble move and get to the basket, whether it's spin moves, hezzies, getting to the rim, finishing through contact, and he's a solid shooter.
Hey, wait,
I think John Collins could be really good.
Is Brook Lopez the second best shooting center he's ever played with in his career? Is this going to be like
behind Joel?
Yeah.
Shooting?
Yeah, shooting. Just straight jumper.
Well, I mean, they ran PJ at the 5.
No.
Okay.
Ryan Anderson. Don't put Ryan Anderson in it. I don't want to hear his name.
I was going to say Ryan Anderson.
They played LA Lamarcus.
Oh yeah, in Brooklyn, they did have Lamarcus and stuff. No, it probably is. He probably is.
That lineup's gonna be dirty. Him, John Collins with like
5 out.
They could go to 5 out with actual rim protection with Brook Lopez out there.
In Batum,
but knowing Ty Lue, he's gonna go to the John Collins at the 5 line.
We already know
regularity.
Yeah.
But yeah, you still got Batum. You can load manage him through the regular season, and then in the playoffs, you get the greatest role player of all time.
Chill. I'm willing to bet you hot cash, freshly printed cash.
I love Nicholas Batum.
They're gonna play the Houston Rockets, and they're gonna be Steven Adams and Alperen Şengün. Ty Lue and his mastermind is gonna be like, I know how to beat that. Kawhi at the 4, John Collins at the 5, with 3 guards: Bradley Beal, James Harden, and whatever, and they're gonna get decimated in those minutes.
Steven Adams is gonna have 18 offensive rebounds in 4 minutes, and I'm
exactly. That's exactly.
Is this a if I look at this current roster with Lopez as the backup 5, Zubac, James Harden, Chris Dunn, is this roster the most talented roster that Ty Lue has had since he's been with the Clippers?
No, I'm sorry. That 2021
It's been
was
with
loaded.
the Clippers.
The 2021 was loaded.
Since
that
he's been
year,
with the Clippers.
For that year, that was the best roster in
2021?
2020.
And so the 2019.
They had
Lou,
Lou and Trez, and they had
Didn't they have? They had Pat? Didn't they?
That was starting.
They had Pat Bev. They had PG. They had Kawhi. That team might have been more talented, but it had like very clear flaws come playoff time. This team, I think, is the best team he's coached in LA.
That's what I'm saying, and I'm setting that up, Mars, to ask. I think this is a watershed year for Ty Lue. Like, how long has he been in? And he's had some issues.
Year 6.
Maybe. Yeah, I think this is year 6.
Well, the bubble year was Doc Rivers coaching, so that wasn't even Ty Lue's team.
Oh yeah.
Nope, that was not. So, with that being said, I feel like this is a watershed year for him because he's had some issues with, to your point, Bird. Kawhi Leonard ended up missing the season because he tore up his knee, and then Paul George with the COVID issue, and then he was out for the playoffs. Well, now we're in a space where you do have some younger guys, you do have some vets on the crew, and in terms of a talent, and you look at the landscape of the Western Conference, with your backup 5 sold up, my starting 5 check, my wing check, lead guard check, 2 guard check, bench Derrick Jones Jr. check. I got everything that's necessary in order to win, right? So with that, so with that being said, I feel like this is a watershed year for Ty Lue in terms of how he's using these guys, the schemes, because if they end up barring health, you know, we've seen that from Kawhi Leonard. If they end up getting bounced early because they get a bad matchup, I mean,
no excuses.
That's what I'm saying. We do the same
no
thing.
excuse.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I'm with you. I feel like Kawhi has to win, and he has to win. And
but you know, Ox has the carryability thing that he loves to. That's his thing. That's his Ox's PC T-shirt, carryability, and with the definition of it.
That too, by the way.
That is his thing.
That's his.
But can I offer a counter to that? So when we walk together next time we see each other, like LA or Indy or something like that, you have carryability. I'm gonna have foldability. Okay.
Oh boy.
I think the opposite of carryability is foldability. The carryability to foldability index with the Clippers chill is probably the highest in the league, though. They will fold. Like they will fold like a lawn chair.
Yeah, when James Harden's their starting point guard. So yeah.
Well, I mean, everybody else is on the team too, but you know.
But we're talking about affordability. So yeah, we took James Harden's right there. So yeah, I'm with you.
Shout out to James Harden.
But so that's the only thing. There's still a world for them. Where Tyree, you know, he honestly he folds a little bit too. Like I think he gets really
in his head.
When it for some reason he can just get in his head about certain things, get real stubborn, or he'll just I don't know, man. Like they that's the other thing about the Clippers. That's not even like a on court thing. There is a personality to them where they can legitimately just fold, but you know they're still really good.
Now is that largely due to the coach, or is that an extension?
I think it's all of it. I think they're stars. Kawhi Leonard, I think for all the great things he is. Kawhi Leonard is a very passive leader. There's no issue with that. That's just his personality. And I think that when you have a leader that like, you know, just always like this, and then your team is like in low moments and high moments, sometimes I think that doesn't necessarily aid the overall roster. So with Ty Lue collapses, when Harden's having issues, when the teammates are having issues, I think they just fall apart. And we watched this happen in multiple playoff runs. And Ty Lue, I blame him more in 2023 for losing that game to Ox than anything. Remember, Kawhi Leonard was going crazy. He got hurt. But Ty Lue sometimes will get to the space where he'll throw out, to Marge's point, these really small lineups, like trying to over-index stuff.
That's like his go-to thing. That's this thing that he goes.
And they'll get obliterated.
Yeah,
and it's like the series just
anytime something goes wrong, he just goes to the small line.
The floor, if they face adversity, sometimes the floor drops out. It just bottoms out.
It's largely due to him going to that small lineup. That's where it starts. He'll just go right to that. And it's like, Coach, okay, I appreciate you being modern, right, Verb? I can appreciate you understanding that the game, this is what it is today. But when you got bigs on the floor, Derrick Jones Jr. at the 5, it's not going to work.
Chill. I watched that. They were up 10 in the third quarter in game 2 versus Phoenix. I watched Ty Lue. I think Russ was at the 4. I think he put Russell Westbrook at the 4. And they got hounded in those minutes. And Kawhi was hurt, mind you, in the same game. So again, like I still think they can win. I still think they can win the championship. So I absolutely agree with you. Their ceiling is championship, but we just need to, I think, see them like be able to overcome some things.
I know another coach out in the beta does that as well. We put those small lineups out. He gets a lot of praise, and I feel like he be getting killed to me.
Warriors fans do not like Steve Kerr.
But here's the thing, though.
Okay, just making sure.
The difference though is that it worked a lot of times, but it hasn't worked.
Well, yeah, when you have Draymond Green.
Yeah, that's why it worked, because you got the personnel in order to do it, because Draymond's so versatile as an offensive and defensive player. So he made it look a lot better than what it really was, right? It's almost like this dish. Like this,
they had points in the game. Y'all talking about they had points in the game with Gary Payton Jr. was playing the center position. I don't see nothing like that. Doesn't.
Von Looney said that's part of the reason why he left Golden State this offseason.
And I commend for that. He should have left.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard it. He was talking about in the playoffs, Steven Adams on the other team. Mm-hmm. And yet he still can't get no burn. It's like, if Kawhi Leonard can't get minutes against Steven Adams, what we're doing at this point? He said he felt like the organization didn't trust him anymore, so he had to leave. Quite sad, really. But shout out to Kawhi Looney. Can't hear you, Ron.
Y'all was talking about Draymond Green versus Lamarcus.
Well, if you was here, you would have known what we was doing wrong.
No, we wasn't. But we should. I think Kenyon Martin was cooking.
This dude.
Chill, my bad. I got a call from the Why Not Foundation.
It's all right. It's all right.
You know, that's the foundation founded by Westbrook. You know,
I wouldn't be surprised they called you.
Hey, chill. It's crazy because we were just talking about that. I mean, because Lamarcus Aldridge isn't on that top 10 list, right? So it's like, I wonder why they decided to talk about Lamarcus Aldridge. I know we were just talking about Lamarcus Aldridge. I'm just saying. But anyway.
MCs, you're biting my style. You're biting my style, boy. You're biting my style. We know y'all doing it.
But I think Kenya was cooking though, personally. I mean, we all know. I think, and then he dropped another name that I've dropped plenty of times. That who gets no respect on this platform. Elton Brand. Elton Brand.
The question that needs to be
answered. What about Elton Brand doesn't get disrespected?
Mars and I have had this conversation at length and almost to nauseum that I get the better basketball player thing, right? But when I talk about accolades and I bring up accolades, your accolades are a result of what you produced. And when we talk about comparing these guys, you were put in a position, just like this dude was, to produce. You might have been on a better team. You might have had better players, and I won't argue that point. But there was a point when you were put in a position to produce, and you didn't. He did. So I'd like to think that the accolades that I have, I did earn those.
Defensive player of the year? Absolutely. Absolutely. Amazing defender. Certainly. 100%. Can't knock Draymond's defense. I refuse to do it. I would never.
Who are y'all comparing? Brandon, Draymond Green?
No, just in
I don't know.
I'm talking about Lamarcus Aldridge, Zach Randolph, guys like that. I got big love for Mike Conley, but I would have loved to see those Memphis Grizzlies with prime Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But I still eat regardless of that. I think we respect Draymond for having 4 rings. Being a championship contender every time they're healthy, most of the time that they're healthy. I think they've been in contention for championships. I can't knock Draymond for that, and I refuse to knock Draymond for that. But I still believe that Lamarcus Aldridge was so obviously a better basketball player than Draymond Green. I think it's laughable to debate it.
He was better than Draymond. I think he just did more than Draymond. I ain't gonna argue that.
I mean, Lamarcus was the second best player on that 16-17 Spurs team. Was he second best player?
But
he was balling too.
Can I counter that, Ox, by saying even with him being better at basketball, well, he had an opportunity to outplay Draymond in 2017 when they played them in the playoffs. How'd that go?
It's kind of hard to. Well, he played well.
He was the man too, by the way. Leonard goes down, it's him. He's the guy. This is what I'm talking about when I talk about being. This is what I'm talking about when I talk about being in that space and having that opportunity to do it. That's the opportunity to do it.
You took away the best player that was on the floor.
100% you did. And you are the second best player on the floor. Now it's and this is your opportunity to step up.
So is that a criticism?
You asking I don't know what you asking
want
Lamarcus to do something against that Warriors team.
I ain't asking Lamarcus Aldridge to beat the Golden State Warriors. Let me make sure I'm clear on that. Whoa.
Duncan.
Whoa.
Win
Hold
2
on
games.
for a second. I ain't saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm telling Lamarcus Aldridge because we've seen guys play against guys in series and they've lost, but you're like, he better than him. He outplayed him. We have seen that. So I'm not saying on any level that Lamarcus Aldridge should have just got the Santa Claus sack and threw the crew on his back and was like, all right, I'm taking us there. No, I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying, however, is when you are in a space where we're comparing these two guys, you are at a point where it was your opportunity to step up and play better. Even with Leonard off the floor, it was your opportunity to step up and play better. And Draymond still did what Draymond did.
Chill. He had 28, 8 on 4 of 11, 18, 7 of 17, and 8 on 4 of 11. I mean, he was getting strapped. Like they weren't even letting him get the ball.
Yeah, I mean, because the game Kawhi played, he was playing well.
Yeah,
and that's because Lamarcus was being guarded without the whole defense.
And he helped. Yeah, we didn't help. Yeah.
And then Kawhi goes down, and I don't know what the averages say, but after game 1, they plummeted. That's all I know. And quite frankly, I don't know if that's really his fault. Like, if I'm being honest, I don't know if that's his fault. But
11, he averaged 11 points the last 3 games. So
I mean, we've seen.
So there's a direct correlation between what happens once he started getting that type of attention.
We've also seen Draymond without Steph and KD and him, and that shit was terrible.
Hey. I seen Draymond in the 2016 playoffs when Steph weren't there. He and Clay were frying Portland. I seen it.
Right.
I seen it.
And I've also Mars, to counter that point, I've also seen this the same Draymond when Steph Curry was out for the season talking about, yo, we're gonna suck, and he was talking about retiring.
But we're not talking about a whole year. We're talking about a series, right? That's what we did for Lamarcus. That's what we did for Lamarcus. We did a series. I seen Draymond when Steph was out in 2016. Him and Clay were looking mighty unstoppable.
Of course. I mean, I'm one of a Klay Thompson. You know what I'm saying? Of course. But I'm just saying, I just think it's crazy for us to really pretend like we think Draymond Green's a better basketball player than Lamarcus Aldridge. Yeah. If we talk about legacy, we talk about four championships. Great, cool. And I hate to be this guy, but I'm gonna be that guy right now. I think the Warriors would have been a lot better if you replaced Draymond with Lamarcus Aldridge.
Ron, what's your?
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that, but I don't think that means Draymond's better than Lamarcus or vice versa.
Draymond was
I just think the Warriors needed Draymond's skill set. But I don't think that means he's better than.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
that's why I think he's better.
Lamarcus Aldridge can pass the ball.
I think he's better for that situation. I think he's better for the Warriors, but I don't think that means he's a better player.
Lamarcus Aldridge is not running the point forward. He's not going to be the point.
That's not what he's doing.
He don't got to be the point forward.
He's not anchoring the defense like that.
He can pass Steph Curry. He can pass. Lamarcus Aldridge can pass the ball to Steph, Clay, and KD too.
Wait a minute, Ox. That's different, man. We're talking about Draymond.
Well, that team, I think they win regardless. That team wins.
Okay, but wait a minute.
Ox doesn't think. Ox does not think Draymond was playmaking to any degree. He doesn't believe that. He'll give Sabonis all this credit for his dribble handoffs, but won't give Draymond a lick of credit.
Wait. I want y'all to think back. I want y'all to think back. I want y'all to really think back and tell me how many times have I been up here and told y'all that I think Domantas Sabonis is some amazing passer. Go ahead, tell me. When have you heard those words come out of my mouth? Go.
I don't know about the words amazing.
Go ahead.
I know you disagreed when I said Giannis was a better passer than Domantas.
Yeah,
but I've never heard you say amazing.
I just want y'all to put some words in my mouth. Come on.
We're not putting words in your mouth. But what you have done, Ox, is you've told us that he's the hub of that offense. You've told us that before. As good as De'Aaron Fox was.
The same thing.
I said he was better than De'Aaron Fox, and y'all told me I was tripping. So
you told us that before.
No, you did say that.
And with
Mars disagreed.
With him being the hub of that, with Sabonis being the hub of that offense, one of the main reasons why wasn't because of his bucket, it's because they played through him.
But that doesn't mean. Yes, I think Domantas is better, like in the open court and finding shooters. I think he has the willingness to pass. I don't think he's out there just creating everything for everybody. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? The same way with Draymond Green. And once again, it's no knock because I think willingness to pass is the first step. That's the prerequisite. And if you have the willingness to pass, you can be a good passer. You know what I'm saying? So while I think Domantas Sabonis was the engine of our offense in a lot of times, I don't think Domantas Sabonis is his pops. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Domantas Sabonis is some incredible half-court playmaker. I think he gets nice in the open court. But it's, you know what I'm saying? So just because I'm a Domantas Sabonis guy and I talk about him averaging 6 assists, don't make it seem like I'll be up here capping for Domantas' passing ability. I think he's a great willing passer, just like Draymond Green.
Which is fair.
They're in different series, man.
Without Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant.
But I don't think you can't
really.
I wish Domantas was passing the ball to Steph, Klay, and
I just don't think
Durant
that you. I don't think that you gave. I don't think you gave Draymond enough credit for the hub that he was on that Golden State Warrior offense. As good as they were as offensive players, Draymond enhanced that. Draymond 100% made them better with, once again, screens, his ability, dribble handoff, finding guys when it came off screens, knowing when to get Steph Curry, knowing when to get Klay Thompson the ball. I'm not just throwing him the ball just because he's open. No, I got to make sure that I know exactly where he wants the ball. I know when to get him the ball, when we're playing fast, when we're playing in the half court, how to look a guy off and not to get him the ball right there, but wait a second and to get him the ball in that aspect. See, Draymond is a lot better playmaker, Ox, than you gave him credit for. I'm not saying that he's, to your point, Arvydas Sabonis. No, I'm not saying that. But he definitely was the hub on that Golden State Warrior offense, no doubt about it. And it gets overlooked because he's got such awesome offensive players like Curry. He's got such great shooters like Klay Thompson that it gets overlooked that he was such a good hub for them as an offensive player.
Chill. When I'm at the top of the key, when I'm at the top of the key, and Andrew Wiggins is setting the down screen for Steph Curry, and I have Klay Thompson over in this on the weak side shooting, I don't have to be a good passer to decide: am I going to bounce pass, skip slip to Andrew Wiggins when two defenders go to Steph Curry and he's wide open for a dunk, or am I going to pass it to the second best shooter of all time, Steph Curry, when he comes out right here wide open? Or when Klay Thompson's man comes and helps Andrew Wiggins, do I, if he's up here at the elbow, do I give it to Klay Thompson? And if everybody converges over here, do I throw the little lob pass to the super athletic big, whoever he's going to be over there?
Anybody can do it.
That's what it sounds like.
Anybody can do that.
No, not anybody. But I think most willing passers in that situation.
You thought Paul Millsap could do it. You thought that Paul Millsap.
Hell yeah, Paul Millsap could do that. Hell yeah, Paul Millsap could do that. I got four options because these two dudes, if you give them half an inch of space, are going to blow your head off. I got so many options. So what I'm saying is Draymond Green isn't the reason that Andrew Wiggins is wide open for that bounce pass or Kevon Looney's wide open for that lob right there. It's because I got Klay up there and I got Steph right there.
But the guys you're naming first,
nobody can guard that. I got wide open players.
The guys you're naming are score first guys. Draymond's not a score first guy. He's, like you say, he's willing to pass. Those guys aren't willing. They might be willing to pass, but not on the level that he is. You can't be a score first guy when you got Steph and Klay over here, Kevin Durant over there, all these dudes. If you are, then you're not one of the people I'm talking about. But you're telling me that if a guy like Paul Millsap or DeJuan Blair was on this team, they'd be
DeJuan was on the team.
Hold on, they would be score first guys.
Boris Diaw?
If you're
that's a very high compliment.
He would have been.
That's a great compliment.
Boris would have got busy. But here's the thing that we're factoring in, or that we're not factoring in. We're talking about him being the hub offensively. He was the hub defensively too.
And that's
he was the hub on that team.
Ron, that's the only reason he's in this conversation. The only reason is because of that defense.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. No, it's not though.
Yes, it is. If Draymond was not a good defender, we wouldn't be having this.
Of course.
The only reason we're having this conversation because of his defense.
I said that with respect. I ain't mean it like. But
I'm higher on his offense too, though. Like what Draymond does.
But his offense wouldn't get him into Lamarcus.
No, absolutely. But his offense is what makes him great. Like his defense is what makes him a star. His defense is what makes him a starter, and it makes him, be able to do what he does. His offense is what allows them to be able to take their whole dynasty to the next level. For him to actually be who he is.
I agree. His skill set plugged the gaps between everything, which I think is valuable. But I don't necessarily mean that travels everywhere because Golden State
No,
was an outstanding
absolutely,
circumstance.
absolutely.
So like, I see what Ox is saying. I think he's kind of underselling Draymond's impact in that situation, I think. But I do agree that he was able to be maximized in that situation. Ox, do you think Lamarcus is better than Ben Wallace?
Well, Ben Wallace doesn't. Ben Wallace did. If I said who was a better, I would have to take Draymond over Ben Wallace.
Why?
I would be forced to. I would be forced to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Okay. But I'm saying I would be forced to take. Well, yeah. So if I got Draymond over Ben, I got Lamarcus over Ben because I got Draymond. I got Lamarcus.
So for you, it would be Lamarcus, Draymond, Ben.
So respectfully to all of these dudes, because I'm not talking about this like I think Draymond's a bum. I just want y'all to I want y'all to understand. I'm not.
You're showing love to Lamarcus. I get it. You're
right. But I think Draymond in Draymond's defense, I don't think Ben Wallace would be able to do those things on offense that Draymond does or Draymond did. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's the separator.
He's better defensively.
So every time I do this, everybody, I thought you were a defensive guy. Well, yeah, I am a defensive guy, but I can still understand that somebody that's a lesser defender than a good defender can still be a better basketball player. I just want people to play defense. I want people to respect defense. To Ben Wallace's point, it's like I know Ben Wallace wasn't necessarily a bum on offense, but he wasn't. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. You know what I'm saying? But Ben Wallace will come through and punch it on you. Offensive rebounds. I'm big on offensive rebounding too. Ben Wallace was a really good offensive rebounder in my eyes. So yeah, I think I would take as far as who's a better basketball player, I would take LaMarcus over Ben Wallace too. Yeah.
Okay. I was just seeing where your head was at. I disagree. I don't agree. I think all-time defense can outweigh someone who is clearly more skilled offensively, which LaMarcus was. But I think just the value that Draymond and Ben and whatever other all-time defenders you want to throw into that mix, if you want to go like crazy far back, Bill Russell, like I think those types of defenders just can outweigh some offensive players, especially when they're not like the Luka Doncic level offensive players. But in terms of like who's a more skilled player, yeah, LaMarcus is more skilled than those two.
But Mars, what about if we just wipe the slate clean, right? And I got to put all these dudes on a certain team, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think I could plug LaMarcus in to more teams, depending. And with your ability to be a lockdown defender, I think that makes you portable. That makes you portable, but with the wrong roster construction, Ben Wallace and Draymond Green,
you'll win 15 games. Yeah, with
you know what I'm saying?
Saw it with the 2020 Warriors. Draymond without offensive pieces, your team's not winning any games. Right? But if we were starting a franchise, quite frankly, I don't want to start my franchise with Draymond Green, but I also don't want to start my franchise with LaMarcus Aldridge. Like,
right?
Not because like he's not good. I think you could start the foundations of an all-time defense with Ben Wallace, but he wouldn't be my first pick. Like, if we're looking at the league at the time, you got Tim Duncan's, Kevin Garnett's, etc. Like, I'm not choosing Ben Wallace, but like, if I'm trying to plug someone in, Draymond's skill set, assuming we're building a team, he fits. You got someone who plugs all holes on defense, and then you got someone who can be a hub on offense, can play dribble handoff game, delay action, can play in the pocket in the short roll, all of that stuff. It's like, if we're building a team, more often than not, I'm choosing Draymond over LaMarcus personally. Now we can disagree on that. That's difference in philosophy. But like that's where I'm at with it. It's like I would choose Draymond's skill set for more teams than I would LaMarcus's, even though LaMarcus is the more skilled, especially offensively, basketball player. But I wouldn't. There's limitations to what I think you do with a guy like LaMarcus.
I respect that. And even being a guy that I'm high on defense, I would have to take LaMarcus Aldridge just if it's one of them things where it's like a blind draft. I don't know who's coming up. I got to take LaMarcus.
Don't you think LaMarcus played soft?
I think there was times before. I think there was times where LaMarcus was pissing me off because he stopped getting on the block and he was shooting fadeaway baseline jumpers.
But that was his game, though.
Really. It was automatic though.
And it was cash. To your point, bro. It was cash. That's why he went to it as much as he did.
my thing chill with me. I'm one of them dudes where I watch the series, right? And I'm a big fan of Lamarcus. I'm really high on Lamarcus. I've always been high on Lamarcus since Texas, right? Then there was the series when he was in Portland. I can't remember who he was playing against, but I remember there was the game, and it just stuck in my mind. Like, bro, why do you keep shooting that shit?
I remember we was watching that series together.
Yes, and remember ever since that day, I'm like, bro, this nigga Lamarcus.
But the thing you kept saying, and this is actually, now that you say it, now this is unpacking my feelings on Lamarcus Aldridge. I just can't get with the big man that all you do is shoot that turnaround over your left shoulder.
That's not it, Ron. Lamarcus used to get on that block, though.
He can do everything.
I've never seen Lamarcus throw a jump hook. I've never seen Lamarcus back somebody down. Come on, bro. I'm telling you, Lamarcus had a hook. I'm not saying he didn't do it. I'm not saying he didn't do it.
He might not have punished guys.
I don't vividly remember it. The only thing I remember, just like when people think about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, they just think of a hook shot. No, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar doubling you and do this, and that, a whole bunch of other things. Lamarcus, for the most part, 85% of the time, I'm catching the ball. He gonna catch it. He gonna look over both shoulders like this and do the same move every time.
And you couldn't stop it.
If you can't stop it, why not?
No, but I think bro, how much it could be stopped is kind of being.
Yeah, shot like 40, but he was shooting like 48%.
That mid range, we get to times in the playoffs. That mid range jumper was looking major.
Y'all had to be. This is the
benefit.
I
watched that Grizzlies series.
No.
That midi was not coming in.
Y'all wasn't like that.
Y'all, I watched DeMar DeRozan and Lamarcus Aldridge in 2019. Later, I'm not talking about Grizzlies in the Nuggets series. Y'all bringing up this nonsense. I watched both of them.
Old Lamarcus.
Lamarcus was, check out. Shaka. Every time
he had an elite.
It's so annoying.
He had an elite mid range. I agree, but I think going back, you go watch like that Houston series in 2014. You go watch that Grizzlies series in 2015. That mid range would desert him sometimes. But then there's also times like 2016 San Antonio when they play against Memphis again and then OKC where the mid range is automatic and it's like, how do you stop this guy? So like it would fluctuate in the playoffs, and that's what happens with small samples. But to Ron's point, when that's his go-to, when his go-to is that fall away baseline jumper, and you have times where it's not dropping, you end up getting some really ugly stretches or series from Lamarcus. Like at least with Draymond, you're getting elite defense regardless. You're not banking on him to make shots. You're not banking on all of those things. He's here to anchor the defense, set a screen for Steph Curry. That's his role.
Push the fast break.
And you know that's going to in every series. You know that's going to happen. Yeah, but in every series, you know that's going to happen. Lamarcus's value was more up and down. It was like, is his jumper going to be falling this series? Is it not? And then his value dissipates. But I also want to say Lamarcus was a good defender, by the way. Lamarcus played defense. Lamarcus played defense. I was like,
Ron, I'm sorry. No,
Lamarcus played defense.
Thank you. Right there.
Yeah, Lamarcus did play defense. There is that.
And he might not.
I'm just not as high on Lamarcus.
The reason I think one of the other reasons why too, Ron, is he might not have imposed this will on guys as much as you would like him to, as a four-man.
That could be the reason.
I think that, like you just talked about with his jump hook. Well, how do I get to my jump hook, Ox? I got to put that body on you, right? And I got to beat on you a little bit more. Well, I don't think that he did that enough for Ron. So Ron takes away from how good he was in his face-up game. Ron takes away from how good he was in his post game because he wasn't as physical as you would like for him to. What you like him to be on a box, and
he was kind of like DeAndre Ayton, kind of.
Yeah,
but better.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying in terms of like they
from a physicality standpoint,
finesse over physicality, but really good touch, really good. Like he was kind of like DeAndre Ayton in a sense, but
I mean, he was a rebounder.
Really good.
Yeah, he was a good rebounder.
DeAndre Ayton's but like, I got Draymond personally. I got Ben Wallace too. Like, so difference in philosophy.
Oh, so you got him last then? Okay.
Yeah, I would have Lamarcus last. I go Draymond 1, Ben Wallace 2, Lamarcus 3. But
Ben Wallace. Lamarcus had an interesting prime too because he had some years where he was like elite, and then like okay, and then he kind of had a resurgence. He was like good. He was good. And then he was like really good, went to the Spurs, kind of had a couple down years, and then randomly had another like 2 really, really good basketball seasons.
Well, it wasn't randomly, it was
Swiper, was there ever a year? Because I can confidently say there was a year when Draymond Green was the best defensive player in the game? Can you give me a year when Lamarcus Aldridge?
No.
Can you give me a year when Lamarcus Aldridge was the best 4-man in the game?
Well, so it would have to have been Blake Griffin was still better.
Griffin, it was Blake.
That 11 to 15 would have been Blake.
Can't hear you. Andy.
Was
he ever better than Kevin Love at any point?
No, he wasn't better. He wasn't better than Kevin Love.
He wasn't better than T-Wolves Kevin Love.
He wasn't better than Minnesota.
He was better. He was better than.
You don't got to do this.
I can't
don't have
give
to
you
do
that.
this.
He was not. He was not.
He wasn't better than T-Wolves Kevin Love. He
was not.
Kevin Love wasn't the issue for me. It wasn't Kevin Love that was the issue for me. It was the first name that I knew he was going to say.
Blake Griffin.
Was better than Blake? You think he was better?
You think Lamarcus was better than Blake?
Really?
Blake better than Kevin Love.
But Kevin Love was he was better than Kevin Love when Kevin went to the last years with the Cleveland.
With the Cavs,
Yeah, I'm saying you can say Cavs Love like 2017 times. Yeah, but by that point Anthony Davis is coming.
Y'all see it.
So he wasn't the best 4-man in the league.
A few power layups, and all of a sudden.
Oh, cut it out, man. When Blake was
this the shit we talking about.
All of a sudden, a couple power layups.
No, we're not doing that.
Blake was better.
Those was dunks.
Blake,
you don't
call him what you want. Blake was better than Lamarcus.
He's the better player.
Blake was a better player than Lamarcus.
He was better around
whatever you want to call him.
That's fine.
Especially once you get to like 2014, 2015. It's not even a question by that point.
And so at that time,
season,
but once you get to like 2014, when Blake's added that post game and he's got actual moves that he can get to, he's clearly better than Lamarcus. If you want to say rookie Blake and stuff, like I'm fine with that because rookie Blake really was
like 2015 playoff run from Blake Griffin versus the Spurs and who they played in the next round, Mars. They played the Spurs that year.
2015 they played the Rockets in round 2.
Yeah, he was going nuts in both of those series, and he was giving Tim Duncan work. So I think he was clearly the best.
Kevin Love either.
Well, he was, but Kevin Love.
Depends what years you're talking about.
But Blake Griffin was really good. That was 18, 19?
Yeah, but that's all the way at 2019.
Yeah,
Kevin Love was like that. Like you're never gonna convince me Kevin Love wasn't like that.
Blake wasn't better than Kevin Love.
Now, chill. You talk about sacrifice because you brought up Tatum. That was the first real, and even over Bosh.
I think Kevin Love was better than Blake. I think that Blake, like early Clippers Blake, I think Kevin Love was better. I think he was better.
Kevin Love out of Minnesota could have been. He was what was he finished?
Kevin Love.
Like,
imagine Kevin Love.
Like 2014 Kevin Love. Like you can say 2013 as well, but he got hurt. So like 2012 to 14 Kevin Love. Ridiculous.
Was that the 33 year?
Ridiculous. Well, he came in 09. He was in Russ Westbrook's draft. So.
08. He showed up the year before Russ. No, yeah, I'm sorry.
But like Kevin Love from the start of the 2010s until he joined Cleveland, top 3 power forward in the league, I think.
He was good in transition.
I might be forgetting names.
He was one of the best rebounders in the league.
13 rebounds a game.
I love Kevin Love, man.
Not only was
he offensive rebounder, could shoot the 3.
Wait. One more time, Verb. I want to make sure I heard you right. One more time, Verb.
I said I love Kevin Love, man. He was good, but that was the empty numbers, bro. They was losing. They were losing.
You expect them to win in Minnesota? Like, be serious. You expected them to win games?
I wouldn't say that. I felt like they could have made the playoffs at least once.
What year? Give me a year.
The years you just named.
Two of them.
So 2011. Well, hey, I love me some Michael Beasley. Michael Beasley was their second best player. Like, I'm sorry. That's not making the playoffs in the West. That's not making the playoffs in the West. Like, let's be serious. That's not making the playoffs in the West.
But they had Rubio too.
What's like? That's rookie Rubio. That's rookie Rubio.
No. Rubio was.
Is it no?
No.
Didn't he play over? He was drafted in 2011, I believe.
No, yeah, Rubio was drafted in 2009, but he didn't come over right. He didn't come over right away, right? Or am I wrong?
I thought he played in 09.
That's
the next year.
Kevin Love had 3.
I might be wrong. I don't remember.
In 2000.
Watching my
either way it goes, it was still Rubio though.
That team wasn't making the playoffs. I can assure you of that. That team sucked. I've watched Rubio was in the 2011 Timberwolves film.
Ricky Rubio came in 09. He didn't play till the 11-12 season.
See, he wasn't even there in 2011. I watched too much of that Timberwolves team. That team sucked. They won like 20 games. They were trash. 2012, that team that was Ricky Rubio's rookie year. Pekovic was there.
Shout out to Nikola Pekovic for real.
Shout
Who else?
Shout out Big Peck.
Who else was on that team? Like Luke Ridnour was on that team. Darko Milicic was on that team. Like the team sucked. So like that team wasn't winning anything.
Corey Brewer was over there at this moment, right?
2012.
Or was he gone?
17 and 60.
Isn't that around when he got that 50-point game over there?
You were looking at the right era, but I don't think Corey Brewer was there that year.
I don't know.
I might be wrong. I'll check. I don't want to just be saying things off the top of my head. 2012 Timberwolves. Bear with me. 2012 Timberwolves.
At the end of the day, it was still.
So in terms of 2012 Timberwolves, you got Kevin Love played 55 games lockout season, by the way. So 55 of the 66 or whatever.
Yeah.
He's averaging 26 and 13. Their next leading minutes player was Ricky Rubio as a rookie, who averaged 11 points per game, 8 assists, shot 36% from the field. Luke Ridnour was on that team, averaging 12.
Remember they drafted my boy Johnny Flynn?
Yeah, but they drafted him years. But I don't
he
even
was out the league by this point.
Yeah, Johnny Flynn wasn't there. Martell Webster was there.
Shout out Martell.
JJ Barea, fresh off the championship, was now in Minnesota. Like this team sucked. Like I'm reading the names. This team sucked.
But
they went
2013,
Kevin Love was hurt. 2013, Kevin Love was hurt. He played 18 games, and then 2014, they were like 500, but they missed the playoffs. Like they were close.
Yeah, they were 40 and 42.
Like the West was just really good in 2014. Like getting the Timberwolves to damn near 500. This was when Corey Brewer was there. Corey Brewer, Kevin Martin. Kevin Martin's probably the best player he's played with to this point. Pekovic missed like 30 games. Corey Brewer.
That was a big old. What was he Russian? He wasn't Russian. What was he?
I want to say he was from like Montenegro.
Kevin Love was giving you 26 and 12 on damn near.
Yeah, he was the strongest player in the league.
They didn't mean anything.
Like he was giving you 48% from three.
The fact that he even got to 500 is impressive.
Verb's point, I'm looking at this.
Like the playoffs that year was the Suns. The Suns were the 8 seeds.
Yeah.
Wait, were the Suns the 8 seed or the 9 seed? 1, 2,
box
3,
score watching,
4,
but
5,
I mean,
6, 7, 8. The Suns were the 9 seed and won 48 games.
I remember that.
How the hell were the Timberwolves meant to make the playoffs?
No, I understand what you're saying. I get it. And I understand what y'all saying. I just can't put him over Blake, and I can't put him over Lamarcus Aldridge.
Meanwhile,
I'm gonna keep it real. K Love clears Blake.
Meanwhile, to your point,
I think he was better than Blake.
Wow, bro.
I just want to make sure that I'm reading this correctly, John D. 32 and 12, 32 and 21, 30 and 18, 33 and 17, 20 and 15,
Kevin Love,
22 and 13, 42 and 10.
What they winning
Kevin
these games?
Love was different. That's what I'm
He
trying
was
to tell
like
y'all.
32 and 12. He's 32 and 12 minus 14, 32 and 20 minus 2, 19 and 15 minus 14. I'm almost 20 and 20, and I'm a minus.
And we can say they weren't winning games. I had to look this up because Kevin Love was an impactful player. With Kevin Love on the court,
like I'm saying, he's not.
Yeah, well, you're kind of dismissing them because they missed the playoffs. With Kevin Love on the court in 2014, the Timberwolves had a +6 net rating. That's the equivalent of the Miami Heat that year. That's the 4th best net rating in the league. When Kevin Love was off the court, they had a -5. The reason they weren't winning wasn't Kevin Love. The reason they weren't winning was because when Kevin Love wasn't on the floor, the team sucked.
The non-love
they were a good team when Kevin Love played. They were a really good team. Now, I'm not going to say they were the 4th best team in the league when Kevin Love plays because there's context to that. You don't play all 48 minutes.
No, I get it.
And once again, like, if I look at the Heat with LeBron on the court, you're going to see more than +6. But point is, when Kevin Love played, when he was on the court, the Timberwolves were a good team. When Kevin Love was not on the court, the Timberwolves sucked. You said it was empty stats. You said it was empty calories. How is it empty calories if the Timberwolves are performing like one of the better teams in the NBA when Kevin Love's on the floor? How's that empty calories?
30-20 ain't empty. Fuck that. Y'all ain't selling me that.
Chill.
He went up good numbers on a bad team. They were good when he was on the court.
K-Love had a midi pull-up. K-Love had block work. K-Love was a glass.
He could run and transition.
He had the pick 'em up 3.
He one of the best.
Outlet
I'm not
passes.
with that stuff, bro.
Remember where we are at this point,
Love played with CP3.
Remember where we are at this point, Ron. We transitioning into the long ball era. That's what we doing. With us transitioning to the long ball era, Kevin Love wasn't shooting long balls at the end of shot clocks. That was part of their offense. Like they had that part. They
shot 38% from 3 that year.
Right. That was part of their
6
offense.
attempps.
With him cracking the long ball. He wasn't just shooting it just because it was the end of the shot clock or I had to get a shot off because nobody else was open. No, it was running plays for him to do that. And when I think about him, not in addition to him going 30 and 20, 20 and 20, like that shit ain't empty to me. Hell no. They just weren't that good.
The thing about it, Chill, and this is my thing, like with the empty stats, and I do get it. If your stats aren't leading your teams to wins, we might have to question some things.
Like I can get with the other stuff.
But one thing that's never questionable is when you, over a course of 82 games, in his case, I think it was 55, when you average 26 and 13, you know how hard that is to do,
shit, bro. That's KG.
Yo, that is like, it's like
I know it wasn't leading to nothing.
0.5% of people can do that.
And I understand. Like I said, I understand what y'all saying.
Like
we comparing it to dudes that had better teams.
Yeah, they wasn't winning.
Put Lamarcus Aldridge on that team. I'm pretty sure he will average more points. He won't average the rebounds that Kevin Love had, but I'm pretty sure he averaged more points or something close to that. I'm for sure.
And they would miss the playoffs too, but that wouldn't mean we need to bash Lamarcus for not making the playoffs. Like Kevin Love, numbers are determined by who's around you. Kevin Love, absolutely. He didn't just go from 26 points per game in Minnesota to 18 in Cleveland because he just fell off a cliff as a basketball.
No.
Oh no, I'm not saying that.
Who's around you changes your averages. We understand.
Facts.
Kevin Love averaged 26 and whatever because he was given the license to do so. Absolutely. But his skill set, offensively, because defensively it left a lot to be desired. We can all agree. Offensively, there was no power forward in the league at that time that had the skill set that Kevin Love had. That combination of post work, strength, touch, shooting ability from all over the court, the passing ability, the outlet passes, the variety, the versatility, the rebounding. There was no power forward in the league that had that combination of skills that Kevin Love had. There's a reason why the Cavs wanted Kevin Love. There's a reason why when LeBron joined the Cavs and it was Kevin Love and now Kyrie, that team was deemed as ridiculous because Kevin Love was one of the 10 best players in the league.
No,
in my opinion, my humble opinion.
Kevin
Love was one of the 10 best players in the league.
He was better than Chris Bosh?
Yes. Yeah. Especially at that time. Remember this?
At their apex, probably not.
No. After Apex, Kevin Love was better. But
better than Chris Bosh.
Chris Bosh at this point was on the downside too. This was right before.
2014. Clearly,
this is right before the
but
blood.
I think Kevin Love is a better player than Chris Bosh.
Wait. So what's peak Kevin Love?
Well, Kevin Love peaked
2014. Those years, like 2012 to 14.
12,
it was peak
11
Bosh. Peak Bosh was right before he got to the Heat.
My humble opinion is he was actually probably better in Miami, but you could say like 8 to 10.
I'll speak for Kevin Love. Kevin Love was 11 to 13. That's when his was 11.
You can say like 8 to 10. Chris Bosh 7 to 10 if you want. I think Chris Bosh, when his defense got better in Miami, was probably a better player, but the numbers don't bear that.
But see, I'm fine with that. That's why I would probably take Chris Bosh over Kevin Love. Because although Kevin Love's offensive production may be a little better, Chris Bosh is bringing that defense. And he's just more athletic. He's a lob threat.
Kevin Love was like a much better rebounder, though. Like he was probably the best rebounder in the sport. And that mattered.
I'll give you that.
Like that mattered a big time, especially in 14. Yeah. Like this was
because K Love used to work early, put himself in position to go get the ball. Man, K Love was a dog on the rebound. It's I would watch a Kevin Love rebounding highlight tape.
He was the best rebounder in the league.
It was that beautiful. John D, if you did that, you already one of my favorite people. You'd be hands down. Like John D, that would be beautiful work right there. Kevin Love's rebounding ability was amazing. I loved it. I loved it.
All right,
over the head, two-hand passes.
I'm about to run a poll right now. I'm asking you guys who's better, Pete K Love or Pete Chris Bosh. Also, we're about to get into these members chats, super chats, all type of chats that you guys have sent through because it is the crunch time chat hour. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. I do want to just throw out there before we get into these chats. It's funny how Chris Bosh and Kevin Love both have lost multiple championships due to one person. But that's neither here nor there. We don't have time to get into that. Let's talk about these super chats. Hunter TV said Giannis really is a Bugatti living in a trailer park. Maybe them RVs got heated seats if he's lucky.
That team sucks.
I think they can win a lot of regular season games.
They're gonna be better in the regular season than Swiper giving them credit for.
No. I'm giving them credit for Giannis and Miles Turner. No. I'm gonna speak for myself. All right. Giannis is gonna be a dog. He is a dog. I think he's the second best player in the sport.
He's my MVP favorite.
Miles Turner is a dog. I like Miles Turner. I'm at the opposite end of Ox was in the playoff. I think Miles had a good playoff run, especially versus the Knicks, and he struggled versus OKC. But who doesn't? Actually, there's only a couple players that didn't show up for OKC. One of them was actually, your guy.
Get to the point on the
anyway,
Bucks.
I was about to Julius Randle Page, my bad. But they're dog water, bro. KPJ, Kyle Kuzma and Gary Trent is not a good 1 through 3, y'all. That is horrible. Not good at all. But they're gonna win games because they have Greek, and they have Turner and all that. But their team is not good, y'all.
I think they can win a lot of regular season games. A lot.
We saw like that little stretch where Dame was out, and I'm gonna keep harping on this because I really like the way they played. And I think the way they do that, if they do that throughout an 82 game stretch, there's a world where Giannis could average 33, 13, and 7. Like on like because the way they were guarding him, as soon as he crosses the half court line, Brooke used to set a screen for him to get ahead of steam downhill. You're going to collapse 2 to 3 players off of that alone. Giannis Antetokounmpo with a steaming head downhill and open shooters around the perimeter. AJ Green, Gary Trent Jr., Taurean Prince, Miles Turner trailing in transition off the 3. There's just so much really good shooters around Milwaukee to the point where if you have Giannis, which is the best downhill threat in the league or one of the best downhill threats in the league, and you have so much shooting around him, there was a reason why Dame was out and they were one of the best, if not the best 3-point shooting team in the league during that stretch, is because the quality of shots they were getting for guys like AJ, Taurean, Gary Trent was really good. They got really good shot quality. And in the regular season, that may work. Now, in the playoffs, you're going to be asked to do a lot more, especially with Giannis being off the floor for maybe like the 7 to 8 minutes. He's going to be off the floor in the playoffs. That could really tank the Bucks. But I think they have a good philosophy if they stick to that. And I've seen it throughout that stretch to where part of me thinks that they can carry that out throughout the regular season. And Giannis just in general has become a better passer throughout the years. Like I think running point Giannis or having him be the main focal point in your offense as a ball handler and creating for other guys, I think that could work.
And I don't think you give KPJ enough credit for the shot creator that he is because they're going to need buckets.
Yeah, well,
They're 100% going to need buckets. I think that Giannis is going to be their hub. Giannis is going to be the guy that they run the offense through. He's probably going to be their primary passer and playmaker in terms of that. But I don't think you give KPJ enough credit for the shot creator and shot.
He is a shot creator, but he's one of the worst relative to the starting guards in the league. He's probably the worst. Like I'm saying, he's relative to like.
I think it's going to look a lot better with Giannis.
Well, yeah, sure, but he himself though is still one of the worst among starting guards in the league. And I'm saying he's going to be the same player. That's fine. Their defense is going to be atrocious. You thought Giannis had a struggling defensive year last year. They're going to be even worse this year. And also, this is something to this dude. They might be one of the softer teams in the NBA. And I don't mean soft as in like trying to be. There's no physicality besides Giannis. Miles is not a naturally physical player. Kuzma isn't. KPJ isn't. Gary isn't. Giannis is.
I feel like y'all making excuses, man.
There's no excuse.
I just think you're underselling how good they can be the regular season.
I think they're gonna be good, but I feel like we give Giannis passes.
45 games. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I think that's good.
I think y'all tripping. That's a playoff. That's a play-in team right there. We talking about.
I think it's a playoff team in the East.
I think if they do it,
talking about right here
because the team sucks. But I think if they do it right, and by right I mean Kyle Kuzma should not be starting for this team. He should not be starting.
So Kevin Porter Jr. rank? I'm sorry to cut
Kevin Porter Jr. should start. Kevin Porter Jr. should start just because I think you need the extra ball handling in the lineup. Personally, if I was running things, I would go with Kevin Porter Jr. I spoke with John D about this on the pods. Kevin Porter Jr., Gary Trent, AJ Green, or Taurean Prince. We'll go Taurean Prince. So Kevin Porter Jr., Gary Trent, Taurean Prince, Giannis, Miles Turner. And we run Giannis ball on offense. It's going to be, like John D said, get Giannis into the paint touches, finishing, drawing fouls, and then we have nothing but snipers on the outside. Defensively, they actually weren't that bad last year. They were like top half of the league. I think with Miles Turner as a shot blocker, you do need some level of engagement from Giannis over the course of the season. That's going to be up and down considering how much you're going to burden him on offense. But I do think they have the capability to be an upper half defense or even top 20 defense. With that, along with the amount of threes that I think they need to generate and the rim touches that Giannis is going to generate, I think they have the potential to be one of the better regular season teams. Now, this team will fall apart in the playoffs because they have no real creation outside of Giannis. So I'm not banking on them winning anything. But in the regular season, with that amount of shooting, with that amount of rim pressure from Giannis and all of the spacing, yeah, I think they can be a really good regular season team. A really good regular season.
Relative to
just
the
can't-
East, right? No, you're not saying.
Yeah,
like
relative
they-
to the East, I think they can be a top 4 seed. I think they could do that.
Yeah.
They just can't relatively just fall apart though in the playoffs, and Giannis don't get any.
They will relatively fall apart in the playoffs.
Well, they'll be a
Team is
first
not
round.
winning
Y'all
any. They're not winning any.
So where do y'all have Giannis like on the all-time like greats and small forwards?
I think he's a top 20 player ever, and I think he's number 2.
I'm just talking about small forwards, or
You mean power
He's-
forward?
he's-
forward.
yeah, power forward, yeah.
You mean power
I mean,
forward?
Well, find out in 3 weeks. No, he's in the top 5 somewhere. He's in the top 5 somewhere.
So a top 5 power forward. A lot of people compare it to LeBron. I hear that. So I've seen LeBron run through the East the whole time. You telling me that Giannis can't do that with this? The team is comparable.
LeBron went through an even worse East than this.
East.
That's what I'm saying.
First of all,
best team, more
First of all,
Jordan,
he's not LeBron James.
Not LeBron James.
That's just-
I'm with you on that.
He's-
But he
he's
can compare to him though.
But Bron also had the best. team
Whoever
in the East.
compares Giannis to LeBron, that's on them.
I don't hear
He's not
Giannis.
LeBron James.
Is this Giannis right here? Like the Giannis we've seen over the last 2 or 3 years in this Eastern Conference. If we rewind the clock to 2011 and we put that Giannis from 2011 to 2000, let's say 14, could he do what James did?
Well, you put him on the Heat. What?
Yes.
Yeah,
he said
yes.
put him on
He
the-
had like
he
one
goes-
of the best teams in the league.
He goes to every finals except maybe 2018. In 2018, he goes too.
You put LeBron.
He goes to every single
Yeah, you
finals.
put
We're not
Giannis
beating
on
the
those.
Celtics.
You put Giannis on those Heat teams. Like they probably three-peat. But like
I don't know if they beating the Celtics, Swiper. I might have to agree.
maybe not. But
But like in 2018, Bron had like damn near the same
Point
thing.
is, Giannis is not 2018 LeBron. You're not asking Giannis to get this team to the finals is just disingenuous. Like I'm sorry.
He's
like,
supposed to. Y'all got him one.
no, that's a ridiculous expectation.
But the thing is,
That's a ridiculous
Bird,
expectation.
Bron wouldn't get them to the finals though. Like
Yeah,
this team right here, Bron and Miles Turner are going to the finals.
Well, in the East,
Yeah,
they
you
play
saying,
like
the
Knicks.
East is so much different to me. The East is
Bron
so
would
much
definitely
different. Like I think
Not this Bucks team.
much more talented than it was.
Kevin Love and what's the kid's name that used to play for the for Indiana and used to play for San Antonio that missed the free throws at the end of
George
the game?
Hill?
George Hill to the NBA Finals.
But
It's a dudes and J.R. Smith.
That Eastern Conference was hot garbage, and that Cleveland team, mind you, was still better than all those teams with LeBron.
Earlier you said the
only team
Raptors
that
was
should
good.
lost you was the Celtics.
but
The
I
only
think
team
Earlier in the show you said the Raptors was good, bro.
Who?
The Raptors. You said the Kawhi joined
The Raptors were
already
that,
put
that
together.
team was still very flawed versus LeBron. But the difference is it's LeBron.
But I also want to
James.
make it like the Cavs players, not just LeBron, played really well against Toronto.
Yes, they did.
That's the reason they swept.
Kevin Love was awesome.
If we wanna glaze LeBron for the Pacers series and
Kevin
for
Love
the
was awesome in
Celtics
that
series,
Let's
go for it. Because
let's
LeBron did a lot of heavy lifting in those 2 series. There's a
I
reason
just feel
those
like-
series went to 7 because the role players were not showing up to the party. But the Raptors series, the reason it was a sweep beyond just LeBron was that Kevin Love was hooping.
Kevin Love was awesome.
Kyle
J.R. Smith could have missed.
JR.
Kyle Korver could have missed.
Yeah.
Jeff
That's what
Green
you
could have
naming,
missed.
bro. This the same guy that
Like,
play for the team.
There's a
That's
reason
all
they
it is.
swept
It's
the
not no
Raptors.
great
The
team.
Raptors just got outplayed. The Raptors got outplayed. But anyway, even if LeBron could get this Bucks team to the finals, Giannis isn't LeBron.
The West is.
No, I'm with you. The West's gonna win. I'm not debating that. The West is gonna win the finals, but I think LeBron can get. I don't know why people always want to compare the guys and put Giannis to that high or give him like if he's a number 1 or number 2 guy in the league, you can't go out in the first round.
I don't think any. Well, hold on.
That don't be happening.
I don't think.
I mean,
I
but
don't
this is
know.
the thing.
No one
It
up
does
here-
be happening. I
No,
watched that
but
happen.
no
I watched
one-
Steph losing the play-in in 2021.
Yeah, but
I watched
no one
Kobe
up here
losing the
thinks
first
that
round in
Giannis is
06.
Kobe,
LeBron
I mean, Steph was number
conversation.
1.
He was in the top 3. Steph was a top 3 player in the world.
In 2021, yes, he was.
Kobe was the best player in the world and lost in
Oh no,
round one
Kobe
in
was
07.
Kobe. I'm with you.
Kobe was the best player in the world and lost in the first round in 07. It happens. Kevin Garnett was one of the 3 best players in the world and was missing the playoffs in Minnesota. It happens. Like it happens. If your team isn't good enough, you aren't going to
3
win.
in what? 25 years?
What?
I just gave you the ones off the top of my head.
Oh,
that I
okay,
can go
okay,
to.
okay.
LeBron's
Yeah,
lost
I
six.
mean,
He's
there's
lost 6
other
finals
options.
though. Like 6.
Giannis is a top 3 player in the world and just
the
lost
finals
last
got to
year.
do it, making the playoffs though.
No, because you're saying winning. He's still losing as the best player in the world more than he's winning, and
Oh,
he's
yeah,
not
yeah,
making the finals in
I'm
over
not.
half
I'm
his
not.
career.
Look at this. I'm not saying LeBron will win a championship with this team. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he will make it to the finals. That's all I was saying.
I
So
don't
you
think
get more.
he'll
You're
make it
saying
to
you
the
get more
final.
credit for making the finals. And
No,
losing.
absolutely. I'm high on that. I don't believe that at all. It didn't happen until LeBron
Jokic
got
in
here.
2022. That's another one. Top 3 player in the world lost in the first round.
Mm.
It happens. It happens quite a lot, actually.
Okay.
All right,
So-
fellas. The next super chat is from SMN RNDM. SMN said, "Don't be shocked if the Lakers miss the playoffs. That place is a shit show, and Pelinka is a sleazy salesman and the worst GM in the league. Only reason he got the goddamn job is that he's the GM of the Lakers and got Poole."
Yeah, Kobe got him the job. Luka kept him the job. So for sure.
To be honest,
yeah,
the Lakers could miss the playoffs. They could.
We definitely could.
Because I think they could be in the play-in and then they could lose, but they could also be a high seed. So
I don't think that, John D. I think you're.
Hey, John D. Luka is outside with his bags. He's just standing outside with his bags.
Now that would be the funniest outcome.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, it's 11 o'clock. I'm ready. I just finished up the dishes. I'm finna lock all the doors. I'm do. I'm like, yo,
what you doing?
That's the doorstep. It's Luka Doncic.
I don't know. Somebody
with bags.
Somebody told
bags
me
all on his back.
Somebody told me,
yo, the guest room empty.
Yeah,
I'm like, ain't AD supposed to be there?
Yeah.
You know, and nah, he dipped. I'm like, damn.
The guest room?
Somebody told me that.
Yeah.
He in the main room.
Yeah, he is in the master. I gotta
he didn't put Bron out the master room?
Sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Somebody
Bron on the balcony.
Staying there.
Well, Bron 40.
I can see John D slamming the door like, is Luka standing outside my door?
So is Bron gone? He's gone this year?
I think after this year it's done.
Yeah, he might retire this year.
After this year,
retirement. Oh, nice.
One or two things is gonna happen, Moss. One or two things is gonna happen. Either he bows out gracefully or Mother Nature is gonna catch up to him. Yes. We can't keep doing this. We not.
Yeah, well, I don't know how you average 27, 8, and 8, and all of a sudden just decide to hang it up.
You didn't average
27. That man been in the league my whole life.
I'm talking about next year.
Literally my entire life. I'm 22.
My existence on this planet has coincided with LeBron being in the NBA.
See what I'm talking about?
That's all I know. That's all I know.
Generation of people that don't know James, that don't know the finals without James. It's a generation of them that don't know it. Unbelievable.
I mean, they're very aware of LeBron without the finals because he hasn't been there.
Well, yeah, because he hasn't made it in like 4 years.
Look,
in the 2010,
was he just there not too long ago? Like not too long ago.
7 years ago. Yeah, I mean,
5 years.
7 years. So 7 swipes.
John D, what were you 15 when that last? Oh.
But I will say, as the casual viewer that I used to be a long time ago, it did seem that LeBron James was just in the finals every year because he was. But now it's been like 5 years. But there is a generation that were my age that literally didn't know the NBA finals without LeBron.
I didn't know the NBA finals without Michael Jordan, so I'm in the same place. It's actually in place.
Nice. OBG Kenobi.
You know, the finals are Bill Russell. But, you know.
What is this XP stuff? Well, OB, I'm glad you asked. And shout out to everybody that's on the leaderboards right now. As you can see, there's a ranking of our top fans. And the people that get the most XP points per episode are the people that move up the charts. Now, XP, that's super chats. That's how you engage in the chat, liking the video, things of that nature. And, well, yesterday, a Hall of Famer did Hall of Fame things. Teddy Hart came through and cleaned up on y'all with 3,600 XP points. Damn. Masiko came second. He had 2,225. And Hunter TV with 1,000 XP points. Cowboy Bob, you was close. SMN R&DM, you was close. Adam West, you was close. OBG Kenobi, you was close. But y'all just wasn't Teddy Hart yesterday. Shout out to Teddy Hart.
Hey, man. Shout out Glazers, man. Y'all got to get your glaze up. You want to be on the glaze list? Get your glaze up.
Those are GP points? Those aren't XP points?
No, those are glaze points. Like, the harder you glaze, points. The more points you get. Keep glazing. Keep it up.
All right. Gandhi KV2 said, I told Chill that Jalen Suggs will be an all-star this year. He said that he would cut my tongue out and flush it down the toilet.
I did not say that. I don't even remember.
Yo, what y'all on?
I can assure you Jalen Suggs will not be an all-star.
No.
Well, I won't assure you. I'm fairly confident he will not be an all-star this year. Fairly confident.
World Peace said, where would prime Deron Williams rank today in terms of point guard? And Ron, is he better than Trey and Hallie?
Ron be having a conniption if he saw Deron Williams in the NBA right now.
He Paul.
Ox.
He better than Trey and Hallie for sure.
Ox, 6'4".
Bro, he better.
Deron Williams.
Conversation when we was doing this, and he was the best league guard in the game. What's going on?
Well, yeah, because people just wanted to talk about things. Chris Paul was
no,
better.
it's not that people wanted to talk
Mars,
about.
it was a legit
That's a real conversation.
I know what the
But
conversation was, but people felt like they wanted to
legit.
talk. Chris
And it
Paul
was
was better
real.
than him.
It was real.
It was
Getting to the
Chris Paul
rim,
was obviously better than him. He was.
No,
But
it
yeah,
wasn't.
people were
obvious.
talking.
It wasn't
obvious.
obvious.
It was obvious.
No, it
But
wasn't.
people were talking about it because they wanted to talk about it. But Chris Paul was obviously the best point guard in the league. But shout out to Deron Williams. He was the second.
I respect. I told you, I respect Mars's abilities to watch the film when we're out at dinner and all that kind of stuff. I am telling him you're wrong. Deron Williams at that time when Utah, we was having combos in the streets.
I don't care what conversations we had. I knew the conversations were happening. I acknowledge that.
You might be right.
But I acknowledge the existence of the conversations.
I had CP3 on my list. Deron Williams was not on my list. So obviously I do agree with you. But I am also saying, Ox, when it came to Olympic time, and it was like putting the teams together, we said we got CP3 and Deron. Both of them. They was going to cook the
two
world.
best point guards in the league.
Cook.
I literally said the conversations were happening. I literally said the conversations are happening.
CP3 wasn't dunking on people like that.
I remember when Russell Westbrook was in his peak and people were having the conversation about Steph versus Russell Westbrook. Respectfully, Steph was the better player, but yes, the conversation was happening. I'm not denying the existence of the conversations. What I'm telling you is Chris Paul was the better player. The conversations happening doesn't change that fact. Chris Paul was better than him. But Deron Williams was like that. He was elite.
Most of us had Deron.
Cool. Most people, I remember in 2017, most people were saying Russ. I remember that doesn't change.
In that 1 year in their life, that he was
Steph
better.
was better.
Deron was better than CP3.
No, not 1 year. It was.
You said you had
I'm
Deron.
just asking.
I had Deron, and I ain't even want to have Deron.
You can have who you want. Chris Paul was the better player.
In 2009, I thought Deron Williams was better. I did.
Mars, you gotta.
You were wrong. I don't know what to tell you.
You gotta get in the time capsule and you gotta be there with us in the moment watching it.
I just told you. I know what conversations are happening.
I
told you that.
None of you are ever gonna convince me of this. Paul Pierce was never better than Carmelo Anthony. No one ever said that. No one ever said that. Tell me if I'm lying. When you were in your teens, Ron, did you ever hear Paul Pierce over Melo? Nope. Now you might like Paul Pierce more. Nobody ever said that Melo was worse than Paul Pierce. And to this day, everybody knows that Carmelo Anthony's better than Paul Pierce. Except for the numbers guys.
I do have to
shout out to them though.
I agree with that, but I think he's a
numbers guy until it's Melo. It's amazing.
Most disrespected.
Amazing how that works.
Who, Carmelo or Paul Pierce?
Paul Pierce was like that. I think Deron Williams at best would be the fourth best point guard today. At best, because Lucas Shea and Steph got it. But like outside of them three,
even today, Steph Curry, so that version of Deron
Williams. Yeah, he's better than Deron Williams. Yes.
I'm not gonna argue that one, man. I can't argue.
Yes, he's better than Deron Williams.
What?
But like he could be fourth.
I can't argue that one, bro.
Don't go for that. Deron Williams versus today Steph Curry. It's not a
37-year-old Steph Curry.
Steph Curry can't tie them kicks. Stop playing. Stop it. Cut it out.
First off, Curry wouldn't be guarding them, so we wouldn't have to worry about it.
That's not even a conversation.
Let's take them two as a matchup. Let's take that off the table and just talk about because that's not what Steph Curry was this season at age 37 and what Deron Williams was on that Utah Jazz team at that time. Their best distributor. I think Carlos Boozer was there. I think Carlos Boozer was their best box player, no doubt about that. But he was arguably the best scoring point guard in the game.
Chill, Deron was averaging. Hold on. Chill, just for context. I want people to know this, okay? Because I'm packing Mars up here. All right, I'm not actually packing them up, but I'm packing them up. All right, I'm not actually doing it, Mars. So don't, you know what I mean? I'm not actually doing it. Deron Williams for 2008, 2011, Mars, Chill, Ron, everybody, guests included, 19 points per game, 10.5 assists per game. He was averaging 1 steal a game, 51% from 2, 35% from 3 at the time, which was elite, 47% from the field, and he was banging on everybody.
Mars, I think we get
banging on everybody.
And I'm not going to argue this point with you because I think that you're right in the aspect of there's players who at no point will you ever be better than this dude until this dude retires. I could get with that. But I think a lot of times we get wrapped up in players in the game today who, because we see who they are, we think that, and I don't mean you, but there's people who think that these people are always going to be better. When in reality, there were guys like Deron Williams at the time, almost 20 and 10 guy, almost 50% from the floor, playing at that level
in Utah.
I'm not saying he It would be close.
Well, Utah was good, by the way.
Utah
It
tax.
was in the Western Conference Championship. I think the year before that.
Yeah, they shouldn't have been, but it's cool. But
what I'm saying, one of the better guard finishers in the game. I think Steph Curry's ability to shoot trumps a lot.
Mars, 19 and a half and 10 and a half.
That's 20 and 10.
Damn.
20
and he did that for 4 straight years, basically.
That's 20 and 11.
You guys are acting like I haven't gone and watched Deron Williams.
Yeah,
I ain't like the way you talk about Deron Williams. I ain't like the way you talk
We
about
never
him.
said he was bad.
Better than him, and that Chris Paul was obviously better than him.
Did the Nets, did they
Both
not
of
sell
those
their
things
soul
are
for
just
Deron Williams?
true.
They sold
So
their
who-
soul to get
So
that man.
who was better? So was Deron Williams better than Derrick Rose?
No.
You know how I feel about Derrick Rose.
Mm-mm.
Now, Rod thinks he
Not
can't.
that
How you
one
feel?
year, Mars, he wasn't. Not the MVP year, he wasn't. No, he
Like,
wasn't.
all I said was that A, Chris Paul was better than him. That was obvious.
Sure.
And B, Steph Curry is better than him. That's
This
all I
version-
said.
But this version of Steph Curry, I think that's where the divide is.
Yeah,
I
because
think
if Steph
I-
Curry was 27 doing the exact same thing he's doing right now, there wouldn't be a question. But because he's old, all of a sudden it's hesitation.
well, because it's
If Steph Curry was just 27 playing the exact same level he's playing at 37, you wouldn't be questioning if he's better than Deron Williams.
see, that's the thing,
You'd
though.
just be like,
Mars.
yeah, he's better.
But see, that's the
Yeah, but
thing.
he wouldn't be in top 10 conversations though.
Top
At
10 wins.
27 years old.
Like if this was peak Steph, there would be no top 10 conversations like there is for him now.
Dropping.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying if it was peak
time.
Steph. I'm saying if Steph Curry playing at the level he's playing at 37,
Yep.
you just
Right.
changed that 3 in his age to a 2. So he's no longer Steph Curry at
Still
37.
better than Deron Williams.
He's just a new
He's
point
doing
guard
what
in the
he's doing
NBA
right now.
at 27
Still
years
better-
old.
still
He's
better
better
than
than Deron Williams. Yes, he's better than Deron Williams.
I'm-
LeBron at 41 is better than prime Deron Williams.
This is what
Sorry
this
to
sounds
break
like.
it to you.
No. This is-
LeBron right now is better than Deron
no,
Williams was
what
at his
this
best.
is,
He's better
Swiper,
than him.
What this is, Swiper, this is
Bron
no
right
matter
now
how
is
long
better
you're going to be
than Steph right
around,
now.
you're always going to be better.
Well, no, because if LeBron falls off a cliff tomorrow, he's not better than prime Deron Williams anymore. I'm saying the LeBron I just watched last year is better than Deron Williams was at his
Mars,
best.
you just
The
gave
Kevin
us-
Durant I watched last year is better than Deron Williams. The Steph Curry I watched last year is better than Deron Williams. That doesn't matter that they're old; they are better than him.
Yes, it does
That's
matter
what
that
I'm
they're
saying.
old. And the reason why it matters that they're old, Mark,
Yes.
is because you said to me not too long ago that LeBron James has regressed from 29 a game LeBron James.
Of course
to
he's
27
regressed.
Wait a minute. 27 a game LeBron James.
I'm looking at the
25
report
a game
stuff right
LeBron
now.
James. To 24 a game LeBron James. Just like Steph Curry has regressed from 32 a game Steph Curry to 30 a game Steph Curry to 26 a game Steph Curry to 24 a game Steph Curry, which means that this guy at 37 years old in year 17, if he quit today, he would never be better. Deron Williams would never be better than that,
He's
regardless.
better than rookie Steph. Deron Williams is better than rookie Steph because they were in the league at the same time. But the current Steph, the Steph I just watched play last year, is better than Deron Williams was.
I'm
The LeBron I watched play last year is better than Deron Williams was.
No,
I don't care that Steph isn't what he used to be a decade ago because I'm not comparing Steph to Steph. I'm comparing Steph to Deron Williams. I don't care that LeBron isn't what
Mars,
he was in
I got you.
2020.
You're cooked.
So I'm comparing
You're cooked.
LeBron
Nope,
to
nope.
Deron Williams, not to LeBron.
Nope. He's cooked. I got it. LeBron this year had this one season, Mars, 4.7 board.
Yes.
4.7. It's cumulative stat. All right.
Yeah.
Cumulative stat. So let me not even use that. Let me just per game. He had a 5.6 box plus minus for this year.
Okay.
Are you listening
Yes,
to me,
okay.
Mars?
I'm listening. Yes,
That's
yes.
horrible. All right. That's
Okay.
dirt disgusting. That's the second worst of his career.
Terrible.
Second worst of his
man.
career. You know,
Mhm.
Deron Williams for 4 years,
What do you have?
4
like a
years,
7?
What do
Mars,
you do?
Yeah,
What do
like
you
a
do?
7.
4.6 offensive box plus minus. Hey, and by the way, did you also know for 4 years,
So it
Mars,
was worse.
he had a
His
hold on.
box plus minus was worse.
No. Yeah, because defense, he played in the Jazz. He didn't have Anthony Davis on his team. He didn't have Anthony Davis on his team.
So okay, by the
wait,
box plus
I'm not
minus,
done.
LeBron's better than him.
One more. Win shares for 48. Who's
Oh
higher?
my God.
Who's higher?
Well, the Jazz won more games, so
No. Win shares is an individual stat. Hush.
It's directly correlated to the amount of wins your team.
Okay,
But,
well, so
I'd
SJ should
assume
have been
Darren-
MVP this year. When I'm here,
I'd
Look,
assume
yeah.
Deron Williams had.
he had a
more wins.
.165. You know what LeBron's was this year, even though playing with Luka and AD and all them was
What was LeBron's? What was
.152.
Okay,
It was
so-
higher.
Yeah, he had a
By
lower win shares
0.13.
than 48. He had a higher box plus minus, and Steph definitely cleared him in box plus minus. I know
That's
for a
crazy.
fact. So if you're going to go box plus minus route, then I'm
No,
wrong.
I'm not going
If we're
back.
going to go
I
eye
said win
test
shares for
route, I
48.
think we all know that Steph Curry and
No,
LeBron
you can't say
James
we all know.
are better
You
than
can't say
Deron
we all
Williams.
know.
I didn't know this was controversial, but my bad. I won't say it again. That Steph Curry's better than Deron Williams.
Man, Claire,
All right,
you ain't
fellas.
stop trolling in chat.
Can I say this real
Fellas,
quick?
go ahead.
I think Deron Williams, you put him on this Lakers team, they get past the first round. They don't lose.
Over
Swap him
who?
with Bron.
Swap him with Bron? No, not with Luka. No.
I think so, bro.
Shout out D Will, y'all. All right, I got a ton of super chats, y'all. So bear with me. We're gonna run through these.
Let's do it.
Zero just vibing said people fail to comprehend how much 10 million really is.
I can't wait to find out.
Facts.
10 million is weighs
I'll take
differently.
10 million. Yeah, I'll take 10
A lot
million.
of no,
10 million weighs differently to different people.
Mars,
To a
I think that's
billionaire-
actually like 9.5.
To a billionaire, 10 million is not the same thing as it is to us.
And the UK, it might be like 7 million for
See?
strong currency.
Heat Inc. 718 said, how y'all feel about Nerd Sessions top 10 point guards in the NBA currently? They had SGA number 1, Luka number 2, Steph number 3, Hallie number 4, Jalen Brunson number 5, Kyrie number 6,
Stay focused, Ron. Come on, Ron. Stay focused, brother.
Cade number 7, Garland number 8, Trey Young number 9, and Harden 10. 6, they disagreed. I like the list.
I personally think Kyrie's better than Hallie, but
For sure.
I personally think Kyrie's
From what
better.
aspect? Just from a skill aspect, or just as a
I
basketball
think Kyrie creates like on the ball advantages better. I think he gets into the teeth of the defense better. I think he's a better scorer. I think they both have made major improvements defensively to where they could be neutral to positives at times. I also think Kyrie would be able to like create advantages on a team that it's like I heard we talked about this on the Hoop Talk podcast where Steve Nash had like the best offensive team around him. I think you can use this for Halliburton in the same stance. I think Kyrie would orchestrate that Dallas team with a bunch of like non-floor spacers or play finishers better than Hallie could, just because of the advantage he creates with ball in his hand, to where Kyrie kind of gets underrated in that aspect. But I think Kyrie's better than Halliburton. Like that's what strikes me. And Trey Young being at 9, I think Trey would be like 6 or 7. I would.
Is Kyrie's ability to get buckets more impactful than Halliburton's ability to get everybody else involved plus get buckets?
I think so, because I think at some point it's like Hallie does a great job with like playing with pace, playing in transition, quick decision making. But I think Kyrie being able to bend the defense and tough shot making, get to spots, I think that's very valuable. Like I would maybe go like it would be either Kyrie at 5 or 6. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping, but I think the top 4 is like SGA, Luka, Curry, Brunson, and then I think Kyrie and Hallie are like a real conversation. But then again, if you want to factor in the fact that Kyrie Irving just got a big injury and he's gonna miss majority of next season, like I can understand that as well.
Well, I mean, Hallie just tore his Achilles.
Oh yeah, exactly. Same for him. Forgot all about that.
That's why I was wondering why Dame's not on the list, but then they have Hallie on
trying
the list.
yeah.
Because I thought Dame's easily a top 10 point guard.
No doubt about it.
I don't know.
Didn't see his name on the list.
My top 4 would be the Luka, Shea, Brunson, Steph. Those 4, whatever order, I don't know. Luka and Shea top 2, and then Steph and Brunson. Doesn't matter to me. 5 through whatever, then you get Hallie would be in that group. Kyrie, Cade, Trey, Dame. They'd be in that group. And then I don't know how I feel about Ja Morant these days. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how I feel about him. So.
There's a lot of good point guards in the league.
Yeah, there's like
De'Aaron, Garland. Like there's options upon options.
Mars sound like that dude. Mars sound like that dude that want to see other chicks now. I used to be down with you, but I think we should start seeing other people.
Options, man. There's options.
Trey the guy 2771 became a YouTube member and then sent through a super chat and said, I don't know if this was already talked about, but how do you guys feel about SGA being left off Bleacher Report's top 100?
He's better than Dave Bing. I know that. He's better than Dave Bing.
I don't want to put
so is
too much
Chauncey
energy
Billups
into that Bleacher Report list. I'm not.
I mean, you can't leave somebody that had arguably the 3rd best year as a guard all time off the list. It doesn't make any sense to me. At least he got to put him at least 100. You don't think so?
I don't think he had the 3rd best guard season, but I think I do think he should have player. He would have been on my list. Like Embiid for me is in my top 40, just as a player. But we don't do that on these rankings.
I mean,
He's one of the
I'm
40 best
looking
players I've ever
at
seen
the
in my
list, and Jason Tatum's below Lenny Wilkins. So it's like I don't.
Right.
What's the
Like,
criteria?
the list is
Accomplishments.
just pure. The list is vibes. I'm gonna be honest. The list is
It
vibes.
is.
It's just
Joe
how
Dumars was better than Dave Bing. And you can't tell me that he wasn't.
List don't make no
Hey,
sense.
man.
But
Hey,
it's cool.
shout out the boy Bing. That's all I know, man. Shout out the boy. Petty Hardaway sent through a super chat and said, "Chill. I watched Iceman put 50 on the Bucks. What stood out was this dude. Brian Winters going band for band with him. He had 42. Was Brian Winters like that?
I don't remember Brian Winters that well. I do know that he was a real good wing that could get buckets in transition, but I don't remember much about him. San Antonio wasn't on TV as much as I would have liked to have seen George Gervin, but I don't remember much about Brian Winters.
I wish there was more like ABA film to be found, because I've been looking for George Gervin like full games, and I've been able to strangle up like 8 of them, and they're all in the NBA. Like, I would love to see more ABA.
The ABA was less than though at that time, which is some bullshit, because I mean it wasn't the NBA, so those players were looked at as less than players like Moses and Doc and
Artist
George
Gilmore,
McGinnis, Artist Gilmore. They were looked at as less than players because they played in a less than league, even though they were.
Wasn't Rick Barry in the ABA?
Yeah, Rick Barry was in the ABA.
Find no film of him.
He actually was in the NBA and then went to the ABA.
Yeah, I can't find none of that.
Yeah.
Tank Jones basically said, "Luncho, get your weight up, little nigga." Wesley Allen sent through a super chat and said, "LOL. The way Ox talked about Kawhi, you would think he's the best player ever, either all time."
Sending super chats through the phone be having your keyboard messed up. I don't know if they be.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I mean, we get what he's saying.
Kawhi, like I told you already, he's a bum knee away from being the GOAT. Stand on that.
He didn't have a bum knee this last year.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
He always has a bum knee. He always has a bum knee.
There. That's
what right where? What right where? I'm literally.
If he was fully healthy, he was not better than Jabbar. He was not better than Jordan. He was not better than James. I'm
literally saying the opposite of what you said. I was saying earlier. You said earlier that I was saying that he's still this dude, and I don't say that. I think that bum leg that he got really deterred his career.
And if it wasn't for that bum leg, he'd be the best ever. That's what you just said, Ox.
Probably.
Oh my God.
He was giving Jordan vibes.
He was giving Gary Harris.
So not the best ever. Okay.
Man, if I pull an Ox chill, I can find you an article today where Gary Harris was being called the next Kawhi Leonard in 2017. So I could pull it up.
Well, I don't. What does that got to do with anything?
Well, I mean, I believe Gary Harris would have been one of them ones too, just like you believe Kawhi would have been one of them.
Well, if you believe that, then I mean, stand on it. You know what I'm saying?
You believe whatever you want to believe, and I can't push back against it. So.
I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm just answering.
You do all the time. You do all the time.
I don't. I never do.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You tried to tell me that. You tried to tell me Kendrick Lamar lost the beef last year. You tried to tell me that. Word for word.
I didn't believe that shit was a beef. How could these niggas really be beefing? Like, whack ass rappers, man. What? We need some real musicians to beef, you know. But anyways, what I'm saying is, why not? Kawhi was giving Jordan vibes. That's all I was saying. No big deal.
Swiper, you got bigger fish to fry, and it's with DSG Piccolo. DSG said the Nuggets don't have a defender better than Tumani. Hope you weren't applying that, Swiper. Drug test him, if so.
He wasn't. No.
I mean, I like Tumani, so I actually feel like I was talking about Tumani more before most people were, but that's, he's a really good player. I like him. I think Nuggets have some good defenders as well. So, but we'll see for sure.
Mm-hmm. Rod sent through a super chat and said, "But Chill wants us to believe he watches the Bulls saying dumb shit like Cole is better than Ayo."
Sure, I'm sorry, Rod. I don't watch all 82 games like you. I only watch like 3 or 4. I apologize.
Rod ain't watching 82 games, Chill.
He said he watched 80. He said he watched 80.
I'm sorry that I don't watch all of y'all Bulls games. I watch some of your games. You dudes kill me. Like, let's be clear about something, bro. You got a lot of these dudes. Like, if you don't watch every one of their team's games, you don't watch none of their games.
No basketball?
You ain't watching no basketball. So if I don't watch all 82 of the Blazers games, I don't watch the Blazers. If I don't watch all 82 of the Jazz games, I don't watch the Jazz. Give me a break with these dudes.
It was so funny because he was like, "You dudes kill me."
Dudes kill me with this shit, yo. Like I ain't watching the
No,
Bulls.
hell no, bro. That's funny as hell.
FIFA boy basically just told Luttrell to get his rank up again. BT Harris said, Ox, you need to have a talk with Logan from Nerd Sesh. He doesn't respect Sabonis at all. Some would even say he's a Sabonis hater.
He would say he's a Sabonis hater.
Yeah, he's like actively a Sabonis hater. He stands on it.
Yeah, but why would he have any love for Sabonis? Sabonis is a bum. I feel it.
Facts.
I agree.
Man.
All right. Shout out to It's Mr. GQ to you. It's Mr. GQ became a YouTube member. Shout out to HLLSG. This person gifted 5 Players Choice memberships. Appreciate you. If you got that membership, extend your membership, subscribe, and like the video. And then I got a super chat from somebody who really does know ball. Not because that's his name, but because KB knows ball. KB said, I love how guys like Ox preach the two-way hoops, but when they speak on Dre, he just ignores the offense. So counterproductive.
That's exactly what I did today. I ignored his offense, KB. You're right. I didn't say what you wanted to hear, so that means I ignored his offense. Keep going, Ron.
I got a members chat from Hank 2087. Hank says, salute the panel. 2026 or Cavs 2026 champs. Lonzo, 6th man of the year.
I'm so wait to see Lonzo this year, man.
I'm so
wait to see Lonzo, man.
The Cavs winning the champ? The champ?
I think they are.
They're not my pick, but I can't wait to see Lonzo. That's all. I just can't wait to see Lonzo. That's all I care about.
They don't got a number 1.
Verb, they not beating Orlando in the
Lonzo's wearing number 2. That's all that matters. That's all I'm there to see.
Okay, I mean, I'd love to see Lonzo back healthy, so I'm with you on that. But they're not about to win no championship.
EJ sent through a super chat and said, if Lamarcus Aldridge developed with a prime Brandon Roy, who was not injured, we'd be having a different conversation. Lamarcus Aldridge was like that.
That Blazers team stayed healthy with Greg Oden and Brandon Roy.
Oh man. And I mean, they probably, if we go play the hypothetical game, they probably don't get Damian Lillard. But let's say they do come up on a Damian Lillard 2012.
Okay.
Like, yo, that would have been insane.
LA and Odin.
That's
Brandon Roy was something different.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Sneak Batum in there.
Ooh. Shout out B. Roy Jr. He just signed with UW. So shout
what
out
about Al Farouk get on the team?
Yeah, we're just inviting everyone to the party now. Okay.
N13 T-Mac or 913 T-Mac said, what's the deal, PC? It's my birthday today. Love the show. Would love to talk ball on the show someday. Much love and keep cooking.
Happy birthday, T-Mac.
You want to talk ball? You could pull up the Chill with Chill today at 4 o'clock Eastern. Be there.
Come through.
Yeah, dub plug. Happy birthday.
Pull up the Chill with Chill, T-Mac. And if you cook, if Ox gives me the word that you cooked, then we'll bring you on.
I'm going on record, Verb, and I'm saying right here, because I know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
My Mets, if we can avoid the Dodgers, we win in the National League. I'm saying it. We're going to the World Series.
The Mets?
If we can avoid the Dodgers, we go into the World Series.
Yeah,
that's all I gotta say. Yes. If we can avoid the Dodgers, we go into the World Series.
You telling me that because I got the Florida cap on?
Oh, we better than Florida. I already know that.
I'm a Yankees fan. So I can't agree with that.
Just like this dude over here, Yankee fan. But I just wanted to throw that. I just wanted to throw that cat.
I know I like Bird.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Niggas from Sacramento and North Carolina rooting for the Pinstripes. But hey,
you're Ron is boxing. I can't wait to see Ron. We boxing.
What? Oh, you from you from New York?
I'm not from North Carolina. But who I'm rooting for there?
Atlanta.
Okay.
He right. Atlanta.
That's not North Carolina though. It's like
the Nationals.
It'd be different if I was staying in a. Oh, no, I mean, my mom was a New York fan. I'm a New York fan, man. That's
all right, no doubt. First and foremost, my man, this is Dorian Clayton. He became a Hall of Famer. Big shout out to Dorian Clayton. Appreciate you for joining up. You are inducted into the Hall of Fame. Thank you. And then he sent through a members chat. It said, Dub PC, love the pod, Swiper and Ox. If y'all had to coach a 5-on-5 WNBA pickup game, who are y'all taking on the teams?
Let me get first pick, Swiper.
Big ups to Chill. Good job hosting, Ron. Let's keep the great ball talk going. Where y'all
Let me get first pick, Swiper. I got Asia.
Oh, I got Fees.
All right, what's wrong with that? I want Sabrina.
This year, Satu, no. Man, y'all tripping. I'm just going guard. I'll take a Page.
I want Kelsey Mitchell.
Oh, I'm taking Satu now.
I want Gabby Williams.
I'll take Aaliyah Boston.
Oh shit, good pick. I don't know.
Why you?
Good guy. I want. You know what? I'm gonna pick my team. I'm gonna pick my squad. I want Ezzy. I want Ezzy to go.
Ezzy.
So what's your team right now?
So I got Sabrina, Kelsey, Gabby, Asia, and Ezzy.
And I got Paige, Satu, Fees, Aaliyah. 2 guard. This season. Yeah, well, I don't know what y'all talking about, bro. Forget y'all. I'm taking. Man, who cares? I'm taking Caitlin. Healthy Caitlin. I'll take healthy Caitlin. Yeah, forget it.
I want to keep. I'll take Ezzy. For sure.
You could have went and got Kelsey Plum too.
No, I know, but she's way too small for me, bro.
Alicia Gray, she been balling this year. You know, Jackie Young.
That's why.
Shout out Brittany Sykes too. I am for real. Who you was really supposed to get was Ryan Howard for real. But shout out to Doug.
Well, hey, wait, put a poll up. Which team won? Swiper or Ox? Because I think Ox getting cooked. It might be an NBA rule. It might be a 4-1 series. You know what Fees in Boston about to do to you?
I got Ezzy and Asia, bro.
Yeah, and I'm saying, come here, Asia. This year, this season, Fee. Yeah, come here, Fee.
Asia, look. First of all, Asia might have started out slow.
No, she's been cooking. I'm no
disrespect. Turned around real quick.
Fee from game 1 to now has been the best player in the WNBA though. From game 1 to now.
Don't keep talking about Asia like it's June. It ain't June no more.
Hey, guess what, Chill? If we doing it, I got the best point guard in the league right now.
I got Sabrina nice. What? She's not better than Sabrina.
Yes, she is. This year, yes, she is. Respect to you.
Paige is not better than Sabrina.
I told you what Paige was going to be.
Paige ain't the best point guard on her team.
What? Don't you? Arik? No, all right. We can move.
Talk about the team you got. Talk about the team you drafted. Who else did you draft?
Oh, Caitlin. Yeah, Caitlin. I'm saying she's hurt right now. I'm saying you can let her do what she got to do outside, but you know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Caitlin too. I got both of them.
What I'm saying is like Paige is dope. Caitlin is dope, but they're not better than Sabrina.
They're both better than Sabrina. Paige is already showing she's better than she's a better playmaker and pull-up shooter. Faux show. He said faux. She actually get into the mid-range.
That's cool. I ain't mad at you.
Chill loves the mid-range.
If you feel that way, I'm a supporter of it. That's what's up.
All right, y'all. The Greatness sent through a super chat and said, "Who's the Clippers' backup guard?"
Chris Dunn.
Yeah, Chris Dunn, right?
About to be Chris Paul.
I'm about to say CP3.
Yeah, I mean, god damn, they got Chris Paul. Oh my Lord. I like that.
Duke Baylox sent through a members chat and said, Kawhi Leonard, the most overrated player ever.
Hey, man, send Duke his money back.
He came, 32nd? Was he not 32nd on that Bleacher Report?
Yes, 32. Yep.
That's too low.
I wouldn't call that overrated.
All right,
chill. Without that bum leg, he'd be 31 spots higher.
Oh.
Yo, Verb.
Talk to me.
You were supposed to craft up a list,
Oh
God. Which one did you choose?
I'll do both if you want me to.
All right.
Yeah, so we can start with start with the beginning. I mean the now players, Giannis, Joker, SGA, Luka, and B.
Whoa, you got Giannis number 1?
It's gotta be in order. Giannis is number 1.
It's gotta be in order.
Yeah. Well, Giannis number 1.
Even though he's been out the first round 3 times?
Let him get to the list.
No, because that's just
quiet swiper. Giannis is one.
That's what he said.
Okay.
I said that. And that's why I said he needed to be accountable for that, though. So I also said he needed to be taken accountable for that. We just giving him passes. So I got Joker, SGA, Luka, Embiid, JT, Ant, KD, Steph, and Bron.
One more time from the top.
Giannis, Joker, SGA, Luka, Embiid, JT, Ant, KD, Steph, Bron.
I agree with the top 6 names. Not
Yeah.
the order, but I agree with the top 6 names.
Hey, chill. Embiid been better than Giannis in the second round for the last couple of years. Shout out though.
No.
Embiid has been better than Giannis in the second round of the playoffs.
What
last
second
3
round
years.
did
What are you
Embiid
talking
play?
about?
In the last 3 years. Boston. Duh.
Oh, we're going. Yeah. I was gonna say you said last 2 years at first. I was like, oh, okay.
Was Embiid better than Giannis in that second round than Giannis was against the Celtics?
That was
Well, no, that's 4 years ago. It doesn't fit the
4
order.
years ago.
Okay.
4 years ago.
It's a strict
John
cutoff.
D was a
Okay.
single man 4 years
I was gonna
ago.
make sure.
This is a long time ago. Long time ago.
I'm shit. I just got.
Bird.
But yeah, I'm not mad at that
What's
top
up?
10 personally. It's not one I disagree with strongly.
How about
So
saying
you got Ant 6,
Yeah.
or was it
You got
7?
higher?
He said 7. He said 7. Yeah,
Yeah,
Tatum.
Yeah,
You got
7. I'm
Ant
sorry,
7?
7. Yeah.
That's the highest I've ever heard.
What would you put?
I know people who have Ant top 5. So
I mean, he
it's
been
not high.
kick-
I've heard-
I haven't heard it.
He's been to the Western Conference Finals twice. He's been putting out the legends, so I don't want to see where would I could know where we could put him.
Yeah, 7.
I can
And then he went
understand
with
Ant
and then he
top
went with
10.
the legends to close out the top 10 with Steph, Bron, and KD. Yeah. It
It's
makes sense.
nice way. It's I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all.
Wait, where'd you have Wemby?
Looking in. Wemby looking in.
Looking in.
You're looking in on top 10.
See,
He top 10
I
right
would,
now?
I would have Wemby, but like I get
Get
it.
in line, young
Has he?
fella.
How many games has he played? 70 games yet? Let's see. How many games have he played?
His rookie year he played 70. Last year he played 46.
I wonder if we was having this
I
conversation.
gotta see him. You gotta see him healthy, man.
Remember when Ticket was up here?
They're gonna be good. The Spurs gonna be good though, but no, I got Wemby looking in. Want to do the?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's do
hear it.
let's do the all time.
This is
All
one I'm
time?
not gonna like, but we can get to it.
I can't do it. To me, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Y'all might not agree with it, but to me, it's tiers. There's no such thing as the greatest person of all time. That's kept.
Respectable.
It's impossible.
Respectable.
It's
I
tiers. So
respect
this
that.
is no order.
Tier
But
one.
I got. No, it's
But
not.
you're gonna
I'm giving my
you're not
10,
gonna
bro.
give us your tiers?
I was giving my
Okay.
10.
First
Hey,
round
make it
exits
list.
for everybody know tier 1. Go ahead.
Give it
respect
to
it.
That's
Kobe.
the cop out, Ron. You got to learn.
Kobe,
Go ahead.
Jordan, LeBron, Magic, Shaq, Wilt, Hakeem, Bill, and KD.
That's
I like
first
you,
And
tier.
Kareem.
Kobe was the
Kareem.
first name you brought up. I like you,
Kareem.
bro.
That's first
Kareem.
tier.
You good in my book.
That's my
That's the
10.
10 names. That's the 10
The
names.
10 is
Also-
a tier. The 10 is a tier.
Are they the only ones in that tier? Are they the only ones in that tier?
I think there's to these 10. I think there's an upper echelon to that tier.
Who's the upper
I would put-
echelon?
Yeah,
that
but
a
that's what we want. We want you to tier the 10. Tier the 10.
So Jordan's in it, LeBron's in it, Kareem is in it. I think that's arguably you don't think Kareem?
Nah, that's,
Kareem?
you,
looking for
you
Bill
ended
Russell.
after
He looking for
Kareem.
Bill
You lost
Russell.
me. Yeah, I
looking
need to
for
hear
Bill
Bill
No,
Russell.
you spin. No, you spin. That tier
It's
starts
fine.
with
It's fine.
Kareem.
You can have it. You can have it. Jordan, Ron, Kareem. That's
Put it that way.
Oh, okay.
close.
I say
Y'all
Bill
know,
Russell,
y'all notice he
69,
ain't, y'all notice he ain't say Tim Duncan. I just want to put that out.
I noticed.
Why would it-
yeah.
why would
I
it say
definitely
Tim
forgot about Tim, but
Mhm.
I'm not a.
Tim Duncan.
You
Not
didn't say
even the
Tim
best
Duncan or
player
Larry
of
Bird. Those were the names you didn't
You're
say.
not a.
I prefer KG over Tim.
See,
Duncan. Let's just do that.
that's so I understand why you can't stand this.
I like
most of
this
the time.
guy.
I get it. I understand why
Who?
you want to
Ox?
tackle him. Yeah, I understand why
We
you
and Ox is best friends.
I get it. Mhm.
What did you say? What'd you say, Swipe?
I ain't said nothing. I said Tim
Ox
Duncan
look
not
like
even the
Arch
best
got your
fundamental
back.
player since 2000. That's all I said. It wasn't nothing crazy.
Tim didn't even average 20 points a game, bro, and he's supposed to be the best power forward of all time. That's crazy.
What you mean?
Yeah, I mean, he's averaged
Yeah,
20
average 20.
before.
But I'm talking about for.
Just for his career, maybe not.
I guess. Yeah, for career, yeah. I guess so.
I don't think KG averaged.
He was good. I don't want to disrespect him. He's good. He was good. Or he was great. I'm sorry. But he's looking in the top 10 as well. Bird, Steph, they looking in.
I'm not mad at it. Just have Bill
So
Russell
hold
in that
on.
tier
Wait,
1.
so wait. Tier 1, Kareem, Jordan, LeBron. Who's in tier 2?
Magic, Wilt, and Hakeem.
Howard Bird not in there with Magic?
Magic
One
Magic
more.
Bird.
Bill Russell
Okay.
not in tier 2.
Magic got 5.
One more.
Bird got.
Why am I not hearing Kobe?
Why would Kobe be in that tier?
I thought I put Kobe in the top tier.
Oh,
Kobe in the first
No,
tier.
you didn't.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Well, Kobe's in the
Kobe's in
first
tier 1.
Yeah, he's in tier
Don't
1.
do
How many
it,
first round exits he
Don't
got?
do it, sniper.
How many first round exits he got?
Ryan, get him
Tier
off the
1
screen.
P.
Ryan, get him off the screen.
How many
How many
first round
first round
exits he
exits
got?
does Kobe have?
He got Kobe in the first tier.
One?
Diesel.
2?
I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
asking.
he
I
got
just
two.
don't
I
know.
feel
I
like
think
he's in
Kobe
the
has
top
what,
tier,
2 first round exits?
No,
Maybe
Jokic
two,
got
maybe two.
2.
He ain't play with Shaq. I
don't think
talking
Kobe's
about the
first
people
round
that play
exit
with?
came with Shaq, but
What are you talking about, man?
Everybody
Hey,
on this
wait, hold on.
play with great
We
players.
got a first round exit with Facu Campazzo starting at the point.
yeah,
guard.
Kobe has 2 first round exits.
Smush
05,
Parker.
06 and 07.
Let's go.
Okay.
What,
Hey, man.
didn't they lose in the first round?
This is why I don't like this argument.
Oklahoma City?
Y'all so lucky I ain't
No,
got
that was round
Kobe
2.
friend with
You
me.
talking about
right now.
2012. That was
Yeah.
round 2.
Okay.
Yeah, that was round 2.
Got you.
Because they beat the Nuggets in round 1.
Mm-hmm.
Bynum
I
had
remember.
like a quadruple double or a triple double with blocks, something like that.
That's when
Who you talking about?
Bynum.
2012 playoffs. Bynum had like a triple double with blocks
That's
against
when they
you
was.
guys.
Oh yeah, the Nuggets.
That's when they were hyping up the Andrew Bynum.
John D, you can't hurt me. I was here for all of those. I watched them.
The JaVale McGee.
So I may have not
No,
watched
you didn't.
them
You didn't
live.
watch them. You didn't watch
I
them.
may
You
have
didn't
not
watch
watched
them.
them
You
live.
didn't watch
As you were saying, Ron. I'm
You were
sorry.
still picking your nose.
Man.
Top 12.
And
Kobe
even-
went
All
back
right,
to back
y'all.
without a top 75. He in the top tier.
Yeah, for sure.
Arch, I agree.
Bill Russell won 11 championships. Man. He not in tier 2.
I didn't see Bill play a league. I watched the film. And
You
stuff.
put Will in tier 2.
But he was averaging 50 and 20.
And Bill Russell
One
was
year.
averaging
One season.
double digit rings. 11 of them.
Wilt choked in the finals
Rings.
multiple
Who was he
times.
playing with? Who was he playing with?
What?
Bill played with what? 8 Hall of Famers?
Name them.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm pretty
Don't
sure
do
it's
that.
Talking about Hall of Famers. You
That's
don't
nasty. That's nasty.
They in the Hall of Fame because they got them rings.
Bob Cousy, Sam,
Mars is so nasty.
Sam Jones.
John Havlicek.
Double check.
I just can't think of them.
You know Bob Cousy and John Havlicek never played together, right?
They
He
didn't
was
play
naming all the players he played with,
What are you
Mars.
talking about?
Yeah, but I'm just letting you know, like they weren't just all on the team at the same time. They weren't just a team with all these Hall of Famers.
People that he played with.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know. But like you saying 8 Hall of Famers, I'm just letting you
That
know.
right there,
John
by the
Havlicek and Bob
Rockets, they
Cousy.
never gonna win a ring because of
Who
Mars.
said
Like,
Ron?
Either way you
Focus,
slice it,
Ron.
he played with 8 Hall of Famers.
No, you named 3. You named 3.
We've let
You said Bob Cousy, John Havlicek, and Sam.
Focus, Ron.
Fellas.
Like I can't say Will Chamberlain played with Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, Hal Greer. He played with Hall of Famers too. Where his 11 rings?
I must take the mic. Mars, it'll be okay. Bill Russell's not top tier. 1, 2, or 3.
Bill Russell in a tier by himself. Tier 11. I join you.
I'm not mad.
Arch Burner said Kawhi is top 20 easy. I'm sick of people not giving the 2-time, and I mean 2-time champ, some respect.
Yeah, some about us 2-time champs that don't get enough respect. I don't know what it is.
Did Tobias Harris ever play with Kawhi? No. It might be Embiid because Embiid got beat by Kawhi. So I'm telling you, this could be Embiid. I don't think Bam will say that about Kawhi. So it might be Embiid.
I'm gonna find out who Arch is. I'm gonna find out.
Y'all need to leave Arch alone.
Let Arch have his anonymity.
You know what I'm saying? If Arch wanted to know who he wanted y'all to know who he was, he would tell you.
Claire's telling you to host a stream. Lock in. Lock in.
But at least you
Cheerio.
spitting. Whoever it is, whoever you are, Arch, at least you spitting. At least you decide to speak facts.
MTHJ 301 said, who is more athletic? MJ versus Amin/a Sor, Bird versus Luka, and thoughts on Richard Jefferson's Olympic take?
MJ's more athletic, and I think Luka's more athletic.
Like 87 to 89 Jordan, like maybe even 86.
Do you see rookie Jordan?
Rookie Jordan.
Third year Jordan, 87 Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan is more athletic than those two, I think. But and then Luke is more athletic than Larry Bird.
I don't know what Richard Jefferson said about the
He
Olympics.
said that they're not winning the champ. They're not going to win the Olympics in 28.
USA
they barely won this year, so yeah, I mean it's not
unreasonable.
Yeah, it's not.
And do y'all think KD and LeBron and everybody gonna be able to save us again in 28?
No,
they're gonna be gone.
They shouldn't be playing.
If KD is still in the NBA, I think KD will play. Bron and Steph maybe not. I think KD will play.
I don't know if KD and Steph gonna be there, but
the only reason they won because of KD.
If I were to bet on any of them being there, KD would be my strongest bet, and then LeBron, and then Steph.
Ox, he's gonna be 44 years old. No,
he not playing, bro.
Hell no. We got it. No.
Look, I've come to terms with the fact that for LeBron, it ain't over till it's over. I'm not gonna speculate or nothing no more.
I don't care if he's still around. We got some other young
guys. LeBron can be retired and pull a Larry Bird and show up, or pull a Magic Johnson.
As far as I'm concerned, Bron's always going to be in the NBA until he's gone.
Bron will get an invite in 2030. Bron will get an invite in 2032 if he wants one. Like
if you had to guess who's going to be the best player on the Olympic team in 2028?
I don't know.
You for USA?
Jason
Kevin
Tatum.
Durant.
JT.
I don't know.
Kevin Durant.
I'm probably gonna say Ant. Not Paulo.
I don't know.
3 years from now, so
Paulo.
39-year-old Kevin
I
Durant.
thought Paulo was playing with
Cooper.
Kevin Durant.
I don't know. That should tell you what you need to hear, though. Like, I don't know. Like, I have no idea. None of them are going to be the best players in the world. None of them. So this is going to be tough. And if Paris has a really good team, Paris is getting better, mind you. I want to be clear about it. Paris is getting
Paris doesn't have an Olympic team. You mean France?
Sorry, France. Sorry,
Paris does have a very good EuroLeague team, though. It's called Paris. But Ray Laz said start bench cut in their peak. Kawhi, D Wade, KD.
That's a question for Ron.
D-Wade,
That's a question for
Kawhi.
Ron. Nope, Ron, you answer that question.
Start bench cut. I'm cutting KD. I'm starting D Wade, and I'll bench Kawhi.
I knew it.
Cook, Ron. Cook,
I'm
Ron.
starting KD, benching D Wade, and cutting Kawhi.
I'm starting KD. I'm benching Kawhi and cutting Wade. No. I'm benching Wade. I'm cutting Kawhi. Yeah, I'm gonna keep Wade.
In your box.
Wade might be on that bench.
In your box sent through a super chat and said, love the show, fellas. Have you guys got a chance to check out Nasir Anderson? 15 years old and NBA ready now.
Man, that fool ain't no NBA ready.
Yeah, I have a hard time believing someone's 15 and
I don't know if he's NBA ready, but that little brother, nice.
Okay, so he's
Nice.
He's nice for a 15-year-old. And can we let him be 15 years old? Can we
Now
do
I'm
that?
now I'm about to go see.
Can we do that? Can we let him be nice for a 15-year-old? Can we do that, please?
Also, there is somebody that is NBA ready. He's 17 or 18. He's going to Louisville next year. His name is Mikal Brown.
Yes,
He outplayed AJ. He outplayed everybody on the USA stage. AJ did get MVP and he did play good, but Mikal Brown outplayed him.
Ron.
Hey, that little boy is the truth.
I like him. I like him a lot. I think he has a really good jump shot. I think he could get to the rim. I think he has a really good first step. The thing is, it's just the frame, and that could progress as he gets older. So that's some of the consideration I would have with him. But I'm excited for this.
Mikal's nice.
I
Let
just
me
want
put
to
on
mention
some Nasir Anderson film and see.
As you were saying, Ron,
Marcus Spears Jr., number 4 in 2027, I believe.
he can play too.
Y'all better watch Nate Ament. Y'all better watch him. Tennessee.
Grandpa Town said, I watched the Bucks 2021 run again. Giannis and KD. Was Giannis versus KD the best scenario of the two best in the world playing against each other in the playoffs in a series?
No.
We got four finals.
I don't think they were the two best in the world, but I do think it was an amazing series. So
we got like three duels or four duels of LeBron and KD. Like those were like the two best players in the world for a time, and when they were going against each other.
What about James and Curry?
James and Curry as well. If you think Curry was the second best,
yeah, but
Yeah.
we never got to see them
Jordan?
both with reasonable like
teams.
I just want everybody in here to admitting that you don't think SGA is the second best player in the world right now. Could it literally just happen?
Oh, Jokic and SGA. Yeah,
Mhm.
it did.
Yep.
It did just happen.
It just happened.
So
I mean,
now you brought it up.
I don't think SGA is the best.
I know now, but Giannis, if Giannis and Jokic would have played, that would have been the first thing to come to mind. We would have just seen it. So I'm just telling y'all. Just tell y'all how you feel. Shut up.
Macho Man 243 said, who is better to you guys, Dirk or Kevin Garnett?
Kevin Garnett.
KG.
But I feel for Mavs fans. Mavs fans are right. He's been cooking. He's been cooking KG for a long time. And
Here's the bust KG ass while I'm bullshit.
And
Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Garnett couldn't guard Dirk. I agree.
Yeah.
Kevin
No,
Garnett.
I'm saying, but
Bust
Mavs
KG.
fans, in their estimation, like,
Who
well,
could, though?
how is that possible that like I'm cooking you every time I see you? You know what I mean? And then
Well, I think who's better is more about just individual matchups. But
Mhm.
if that's how they want to view it, then I understand that ideology. My pushback would be that Dirk used to fry Tim Duncan.
Yes, he did. He's the
That's what I'm
bust.
saying. Like who?
So
who
you
could
have
guard
to
Dirk?
by logical deduction, you'd have to say Dirk is better than
Well,
Duncan.
I think that says a lot about Dirk, though. I think Dirk is probably underrated historically. Because Dirk,
I think he's the best offensive power forward maybe ever. Maybe.
We was having that conversation when they won the NBA championship in 2011. That he's the best offensive power forward ever, better than Malone.
He was ridiculous. So
All right, y'all. A couple things that are coming up that you guys need to look out for. The first thing is obviously this Sunday, we will be starting the press box. This is our flagship NFL show right here on Players Choice, Sunday, July 20th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. You see a couple meatheads up there. Make sure that you tune in to these guys because they got some good takes for you regarding football. Also, Throwback Thursdays will start next Thursday, July 24th. And I can't wait for you guys to come up there and see which throwback game that we are going to be watching. Should be a good one. The next super chat I got is from Rod yet again. Rod clapped back and said, Chill has said some dumb shit about the Bulls all offseason. Example, I want to move Kobe White to the bench. He's in the Cole Anthony archetype. Chill 2025.
So if you want to talk about me saying dumb shit, how about you compound that with your Chicago Bulls, the stuff that they do in the offseason? How about that?
There you have it. MTHJ 301 said, y'all must have forgot 2015 through 2017 Draymond when he was a willing shooter. Shaking my head. No winning organization is taking Lamarcus over him. Stop the foolishness.
17 Draymond was not a willing shooter, but 15 and 16, yeah, 17 no.
And he could knock down an open shot too. Yes, he could.
In 16 mainly, yeah. He was like that.
SMNRNDM said KD, Kawhi, and Dwayne Wade. Who did D Wade bribe to be in these combos? Start L Kawhi and KD. I don't care for the rules, and I'll have D Wade be the water boy.
Dang. Oh yeah, you're insane.
I don't know. Why'd you even read that?
Yeah, you're insane. That's genuinely just
say that he ain't even in the conversation. It's goofy as hell.
That's ridiculous.
That's probably the worst super chat I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's super
in my life.
To say that right
on any platform, that's probably the worst super chat I've ever seen.
Yeah, to say
I've never seen
a conversation with them dudes. No, you might not get no more of your super chats read after that shit.
You should be blocked for life. You should be blocked.
You might not get no more of your super chats read after saying that goofy ass.
You shouldn't be allowed to watch any more hoops again.
Yeah.
Never.
Well, at least pull up to watch Chill with Chill at 4 p.m. Eastern today. We'll see you there. The next super chat I got is from Deleted9202. Deleted said, it's funny how Swiper now is way too high on Zubac ever since he stopped Jokic. Same thing with James Harden, better offensive player than Kobe.
What? Why?
No, he's been praising Zubul. Yeah.
That's crazy. How I've been saying for months. Why do I get put in these pigeonholes? You act like I be saying stuff Ox be saying. I can say whatever you want. You don't hold him accountable. You don't hold him accountable. But I stand on Darius Garland and Zubac all year. I remember, Mar, there was a time I said Tyler Hero, first third of the season, was playing all NBA level. And I let it go.
He was hooping.
2/3 actually. This was right after the All-Star break. You were saying that, Swiper. Yes, you were saying that.
Wait, Swiper, are you implying that I don't stand on my takes?
I'm implying that you ain't a man that says nothing worth standing on. That's what I said. You gotta stand.
Damn.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
On that note,
all right, Chill.
I'll see y'all dudes tomorrow.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all, man. For sure.
All right, appreciate you for coming through.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, hold on, wait. Before you get up out of here, where can the people find you again? Where you at?
I'm on Instagram, Twitter, like all the social medias. Mine is Kid is a Rare Breed, and then I'm 1/3 of Game Point the podcast. So on Game Point the pod at Game Point the pod, you better find me on all hands.
Y'all tap in. They got a solid show too.
I appreciate it, man.
I don't watch too many people's shows, but I check you guys out from time to time. I like you guys' flow. Got it. Hey, you and the other fellas got to come up here too. All three of y'all.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they want to get on.
We'll coordinate something sometime this summer.
I heard that Maya more to go conversation. I think Swiper would agree with you.
You don't like that?
No,
what she did in so little time, bro. She the best.
You know, I don't dislike it. I don't got her as the GOAT, but I think she got every right to be talked about in that. I mean, them Minnesota teams was amazing. I love those teams. Those are some of my favorite teams. Her, Simone, Arden. Hell yeah.
We would love to have y'all guys on as well, man. You know what I'm saying? So
no doubt.
Time,
we'll coordinate something. We'll make something happen.
Bet.
All right, appreciate you for coming through.
Already.
All right, fellas, we're going to keep running through these. MTHJ301 said, name the other players who had the playmaking plus defensive impact of Draymond. Guaranteed it'll just be Hall of Famers / All-Stars. Huh?
Kevin Garnett was the first name I came up with.
All right. Name somebody that rebound like DeMontis Sabonis. I bet it only be
Andre Drummond.
except for Andre Drummond. Mars, relax. Man. You know what I'm saying. Because when I started saying that, I was like, damn, you probably should have chose something else. But you get what I'm saying though. Like, come on.
If you combine the assists, then I can't say Andre Drummond anymore. But
Yeah, that's a fact.
There we go.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
then I have to start saying Giannis. It's like,
Right. But I'm saying though, like I think that's a true statement. I think Draymond is a very good defender and a very willing passer. And I think it worked out perfect for him. He found himself in a very good spot. He took advantage of that. You can't knock him for that. I refuse to knock him for that. I think Draymond's the first ballot Hall of Famer.
Rob Shy City said MJ number 1, Kareem number 2, Duncan number 3, Magic 4, Hakeem 5, Kobe 6, Shaq 7, Bird 8, LeBron 9, Russell 10, Zeke 11. He put 11 players on there, but shout out Bird being ahead of LeBron and Shaq and Kobe and Hakeem.
Is that AI?
Cook. Is this AI?
this guy sent a super chat saying that the 2000 babies don't know basketball. He was watching MJ since 95. And this is what he came up with.
I mean, to be fair. And then that's dope. You put Russell Westbrook at 9? Well, technically 10.
I'm
That's
offended.
Fire, Teddy Hart, a Hall of Famer, said, is K-Love to date the best American Caucasian player the last 25 years?
Well, can we assimilate Dirk since Dirk married into the U.S.?
No, you can't. No.
Oh, okay.
What?
My bad.
I would say yes.
So who's on the list? Gordon Hayward.
Gordon Hayward. Kevin Love.
Is Tyler Hero on the list right now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he
the
is.
highest.
Better than Tyler.
Duke, JJ.
Kirk Heinrich, Nick Carlson,
Better than Kurt. Better than Ryan Anderson.
Brad Miller. That's another one.
Brad Miller. Shout out Brad Miller.
He's
I
better
know
than
we
Brad
missing
Miller.
Is there
somebody
anyone
that's cold.
egregious we're missing? Is there anyone like crazy?
Yeah, it has
I'm
to
trying to
be.
think. Cooper Flag is probably already number 2
there
on that
isn't.
list.
Damn.
Cooper Flag might be 2 on the list already.
Shout out Chandler Parsons. He had a little run. It gotta be some big man.
Alex
Steph?
Caruso.
Yeah.
Here,
Some of
Ox,
Steph.
man.
White.
It has to be a big man that we're not thinking of.
Kyle Korver.
Chat.
Kyle Korver.
Kyle Korver. Chat, what's up? I know.
What about AK-47? Where was he?
He's Russian.
He was Russian.
He's
Oh, yeah.
Russian.
I had a feeling.
One of them.
Karolenko.
Yo, the
I mean,
chat's
you never
not even
know.
helping us
You
right
never
now.
know.
So.
You never know. You never know. You never know.
Wait. It was Matis Bazelis. Is he born in America?
I think
He's American.
I think he was born in Lithuania, but grew up in
Matis is
Chicago.
Lithuanian, huh?
I think he was born in Lithuania or moved to Lithuania when he was young, but he's from
Somebody
Chicago.
said Chet.
Chet Holmgren.
That's-
Yeah.
that
I might be wrong.
Lithuanian
I think
team?
pre-draft they said something about Lithuania, but he was born in Chicago. But I think like he had family from
Well,
Lithuania. or something.
the second most successful white-born American basketball player is actually Tyler Hansborough, but I don't know if y'all want to put him on this list.
Psycho T.
He was the
No,
best.
Psycho,
Adam Morrison.
College.
He better than Psycho T for sure.
Who?
Kevin Love.
Oh, I thought you said Morrison was better.
You see Adam Morrison at Gonzaga?
No, yeah, but I'm taking Hansborough.
Hey, that's a good
JJ
conversation.
Redick?
I would really
Oh,
like to hear
JJ
that.
Redick. JJ
Yeah,
Redick.
JJ.
Yeah, he.
There's another one. Yeah,
JJ.
we had a few white boys in the 2000 run that were like,
Man, Psycho T was cold.
No, JJ Redick was nice.
what's the boy who went to Wisconsin? Ron, Frank
Which
Kaminsky.
one?
Oh, Kaminsky.
Decker or
Frank
Kaminsky?
Kaminsky.
Which
and
one?
Sam Decker.
Yes,
That's right.
which
Sam
one? Because
Decker
that was
was
both
Shout out to
like
Sam
that.
Decker. Man. He played for the London Lions. Shout out to him.
They were both underwhelming, but shout out to
You're
him.
crazy, bro. You're crazy.
And
Y'all
shout out to
tripped off-
Nigel Hayes. He just signed with the
Luke Babbitt.
Ox.
Matt Bolden.
Ox.
Woo.
Luke Babbitt.
Woo.
Sniper, what you know about Luke Bolden? Or
Matt Bolden.
Bolden.
He went to Thunder.
what you-
He went to Thunderbridge.
I don't know what school
He
he
went to
I just know
Gonzaga.
he's from-
Yeah.
He's from Boulder,
Zach
right?
Collins.
Oh,
Or
Chandler
not
Parsons.
Boulder.
Good,
He's from
good,
He's from Denver.
good
Yeah.
pool.
Yeah.
Good pool. Max Chandler Parsons for sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. People
Okay,
say
relax.
PC don't know ball. Ron, did you see we just named like 15 white boys that like aren't stars?
Who else
Would
know that
never
many
come
white
up.
boys? Who else know that many white boys?
Chase Budinger. Shout out to Chase
He was
Bud.
cold.
Chase
Hey,
Butler.
Prince.
Oh.
Man, shout out to Spence, man.
Wait, hold on. The matter of fact, I'm going here. The second best
for sure.
white player, especially drafted high from America, was Chris Kaman. Chris Kaman is number 2 behind K-Love.
Steve Novak.
Steve Novak.
Wait, hold on, because you was talking about him the other day, Morris. What about Nick Collison?
Hey, Nick Collison might be the best defender we've named so far. Nick Collison defense was
respect
moving.
Chris Kaman, rim protection.
Respect Nick Collison defensive position.
Wait, hold on. Birdman. Somebody said it. Birdman. Woo! What happened to that boy?
Birdman had a run,
what happened to that boy?
He's not in them talks, but he dope. All
right, y'all. Where you at? Will said.
What about David Lee?
Oh. For sure, David Lee was. Yeah, David Lee.
David Lee was better than Blake Swiper.
Yeah, he might be number. No, he might be number 2.
Aaron Baines ain't from the US, right? He like Australian or something.
No, he's Australian. He's Australian.
Yeah, okay.
Where you at? Will said we have
Matt Bonner. Sorry.
A serious conversation on how all of LeBron's teammates go through mental health issues after him.
No, we don't have to have that conversation. Yeah, we don't have to do that. You can do that.
What teammates is he talking about?
See what I be talking about, bro?
That's not here, brother. I appreciate the super chats. EJ
Bron's toxic, bro.
EJ sent through a super chat and said Blake eclipsed Lamarcus Aldridge because injuries. This revisionist history births nasty takes. No one in 2013 took Draymond over Lamarcus Aldridge.
No one also said that. No one up here said 2013 Draymond over Lamarcus. That's
Draymond rookie in 2013.
Yeah, that's rookie Draymond. No one said that. But okay, revisionist history.
Estimate R&DM said, I'm backtracking a bit. It read a lot worse than it sounded in my mind. But I do stand by Wade not being on Kawhi and KD's left. Did you not watch the show yesterday?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I just disagree with his evaluation of Wade personally.
Yeah, bro. I thought we agreed.
Did you not watch the show yesterday when we were talking about that one singular season from Wade? And Wade's career isn't one singular season; it's multiple moments. But that one season is like one of the greatest.
Let's just ignore him for the rest of the episode. We can show him some more love tomorrow, the day after. But for the rest of this episode, man, we need to put him in timeout, bro. He's
D-Wade, D-Wade, something different. I'm not. I just don't agree with him.
All money ain't good money. Damn them super chats from him.
I disagree with that too.
Alejandro Soto said expecting Greek Freak to carry these bozos makes no sense. Jordan and LeBron might not even make the finals with this team.
Bill Russell would, but not everyone can be the GOAT. So.
Shout out Bill Russell. We got a couple new members. Dorian Clayton became a Hall of Famer. Shout out to Dorian Clayton once again. Jonah became a new member. Rob Shy City also became a new YouTube member. Shout out to all of them.
None of vibes.
Howdy 789 sent through a members chat and said the Grizzlies literally bought him out. Like, come on.
Cole Anthony.
Talk about Cole Anthony.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. The Grizzlies needed another point guard, another guard too. So, yeah, they did.
I hate to say it like that because it's really tough. I don't mean no disrespect, but I'm just not really high on Cole Anthony like that.
Neither am I. He had one good playoff game against the Celtics. So I don't know what game it was.
Yeah, he did.
There was one game he was sweeping.
He's a hard player to stop too. Like, to be fair, like if all things considered, basketball player, you play him on
he quick. He can get by you. Shot making.
DSG Piccolo said Yuki should be the Bulls' backup point guard. Give bro a chance.
I'm starting to see this
one of the
team.
more entertaining players to watch in the summer.
But Io is continually being put out the rotation with this team. I really don't understand what they're doing with him. This is last year of his contract too. So,
it wasn't a good playoff game against Boston. It was to close the regular season. Whoops.
Okay.
It was close enough. 40 or something.
John D. Yuki.
Nah, yeah, like 18. But I remember he was hooping.
Yeah, I think it was the other dude in Milwaukee that's like 5'8" too. I forgot his name. I think it's like Darius something. I forgot, but it was really fun to watch. They're really fun to watch. They're both really good passers. They move pretty quick. Their ball handling is pretty cool. So it's fun to watch. So
he better go get one of them leg extension surgeries.
First summer league check. Make me 6.
What? Clad Diamond said, Scoop Scoot Leap incoming. Trey MVP. Dyson Daniels Defensive Player of the Year incoming.
I'm really looking forward to watching the Blazers this year. Really looking forward to it.
JB Parisian sent through a members chat and said, "What will San Antonio starting five be next season?" Which one of y'all want to take this, John?
It's kind of no, because I think it'll be probably De'Aaron, Stephon, Wemby, and then if you want to go with your 3 and 4, either you want to put Barnes at the 4 and start Devin Vassell, or you want to put Barnes at the 3 and start Sohan. That's probably where I get shaken up. But I personally would go like Vassell and then Sohan personally. But that's then it's just like really small outside of Wemby.
I would start Dylan Harper, but I think they're going to start Stephen Castle. So
yeah, Dylan Harper's tricky. I wouldn't start him to start the season, but I wouldn't also just like neglect what he's doing. Like if he's playing to a starting level, then somebody's gonna have to come off the bench. This is our number 2 pick, second best prospect in the draft. Like it might be Devin Vassell.
I ain't gonna lie. I'd start based on who we playing. They got enough people to switch up their lineup. I'll just switch my lineup.
Whoever's playing best.
Yeah, like Wemby and Foxy, y'all starters.
Everyone else, we don't know. Based on that.
Other than that, we'll see who we playing tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like no disrespect to anybody. We got the. I think that's more of a ability than a hindrance. I think that's a good ability to have. Like especially if you got players that are willing to buy into something like that.
Yeah, I mean, look at the Thunder. The Thunder changed their starter lineup plenty of times. I mean, they were injured as well, but even when they had like throughout the playoffs, they went double big. They went Chet to even to start the finals. So and Cason Wallace and Lou Dort and Alex Caruso, these guys swapped out. So having that problem is a good problem.
Yo, and right quick, we don't got time to get into this, but I do want to say I think Jeremiah Fears is taking my early bid for Rookie of the Year. That boy got it. Shout out to our Hall of Famers. Dorian Clayton is our newest Hall of Famer. Big shout out to Dorian Clayton. Appreciate you for joining up, brother. Kingster, Teddy Hart, Trevi, Cheese, Arch, the chat MVP, Multi Kenny, Worldwide Mace Television, Rob Deere, Miner, and Joe Breezy are all our Hall of Famers. Salute to you guys. You know what you do and you do it the best. Rob Shy City sent through another super chat and said, all these 2000 babies don't understand basketball. They never seen MJ. I'm 35 since 95. Watch faithfully.
Yep, talking to Mars.
Sounds like a typical Chicago.
This man talking about and they never saw MJ. I saw MJ when I was 6 years old.
No, but I'm like dead ass though. Like people around that age in like Chicago, they'll be like, man, y'all just ain't know. Like we had that security.
Yeah,
we had.
You ain't grow up in it, John D.
At the end of the season, we was gonna be hoisting that trophy. That's how they talk. We knew coming into the season, Jordan gonna bring us.
John, do you know what you would have been like if you would have been 10 years prior and you would have watched Jordan as a child? You'd be a different person.
Yeah, you'd have been like, damn, it's quite better than this guy. Dominate triple double. Yeah, that's what you would have been like. Yeah.
Quad 103 said, Elron, WPC, KD is the GOAT.
Find out in 5 weeks if Kevin Durant is the GOAT.
Sure, KD's the GOAT.
Merry Christmas, man.
All right, Swiper. MTHJ said, Flipowski for most improved. Who would you want to go who would you want Laurie to go to? Bucks or Warriors?
Just made up a bunch of words that went there. Between those two teams, the Warriors, I'm interested to see if Larry Markin in Atlanta. I would love to see that. Not gonna happen.
See him
but I
and
would love to see
Flipowski play together though. I think they're gonna get busy together.
Yeah, Flipowski, nice.
He Not Legend sent through a members chat and said, what's the Suns' direction now with Bill gone?
Try and win as many games as possible.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah. And start Malawatch.
Jalen Green and Devin Booker both averaging 23 plus.
Let the Jalen Green breakout happen this year. Oh my God, I'm gonna be unbearable.
He said they're gonna get busy.
Let that happen this year. Oh my God.
He said everybody
how many games they win. I do not care about those wins. Let it happen.
SMN R&DM said, I'm not going to lie. I don't see it with D-Wade. In my opinion, KD was LeBron level at his peak. I have him that high. And Kawhi, in my opinion, has the highest peak out of all of them.
So that means he just said Kawhi is better than LeBron.
Basically, yeah.
That's what he just said. So I just disagree with him.
SMN, dog, you tripping today. You tripping, dog. Leaf Diggy sent through a super chat or members chat and said, salute, gentlemen. He is a Texas resident now. Who?
He.
Shout out to he. Shout out to he who is a Texas resident. We got another super chat from Pass Studio. However you say it, man. The studio's photo. Pal studio photo said Grayson Allen, Royce O'Neal, and Nick Richards for Kuminga. Do the Dubs say yes? And does Kuminga with Book, Green, Brooks, and Williams move the needle?
I like Kuminga in Phoenix.
I love Kuminga in Phoenix.
Because they're trying their coach, I watched his introductory interview. He said his emphasis is going to be pace, motion, ball movement, and then obviously defense. And then they drafted with those things in mind. Defense, Malowach, Rasheed Fleming. Pace with Rasheed Fleming, Kobe Brayer, etc. Jalen Green, obviously, want to play with pace. Devin Booker's elite in transition. Kuminga would fit that. Now, you got to get him to buy in defensively, but Kuminga would fit that.
Yeah, they should really consider that. I'd love that move. All right, we got a couple more super chats. SMN RNDM said, Ox, I'll tell you, you who knows lots of white players is Penn. He researches them to hate on them. Someone told me he's hating on polar bears.
Penn not
Shit,
even
I'm not fucking with polar bears. I don't like polar bears.
Last but certainly not least, my dog Dorian Clayton sent through a super chat and said, Ox, I know that many white boys, ... If we talk in wrestling, but when it comes to ball, y'all got it.
I thought I had another one. I didn't have another one.
All right, fellas, it's been real. We're going to be back tomorrow for a special Friday episode. Y'all know how Fridays get on the panel. Until then, y'all take it easy and take it light, but take it. Apparently, that's what somebody says. Make sure you take it.
Merry Christmas.
Press box, July 20th.